Wait. Shade between takes. Man, it's all about the fun. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're doing a lot of laughing this year anyway. The 49ers are gonna be winning some ball games. I can already feel it. I know I said it the last 2 years. I keep having to say that. Next year we'll have to be saying that. Next year I've already got it planned. As we start off at the end of the season. That's all I was just saying. At the end of the upcoming season, I was saying things like, "Fam, guess who's back? We're back! Down! Gosh, yes!" They're talking about this on all the NFL networks. 2 years ago, you couldn't get nothing but jokes made about the team. Now look at them. I've already tweeted all of them. Told them, man, y'all can just jump off. And Stephen A. Smith, boy, you know. So, hey, fam, let's jump right on into this. I think my tongue got caught in between my teeth. Oh, Cynthia. I'm going to bed. Can't stay up for 10 minutes. Oh, night, Cynthia. Anyway, all right. We'll see Cynthia probably tomorrow. Ooh, it's going to be crazy. All right. The 49ers will not trade Robbie Gould. Notice that. People keep giving me, Ronbo, man, you still pronouncing his name wrong. Listen, do me a favor. When you get a chance, go Google Gould for the pronunciation. I'm just pronouncing it like it's supposed to be pronounced. Robbie Gould is a name you got to get used to. You've got to train yourself to mispronounce it because he does. It's Gould, but we have to call him Gold. All right. Anyway, the 49ers will not be trading Robbie Gould, and the franchise tag has just been increased. Also, the 49ers will pick up D-Buck's fifth-year option, and what would be the successful draft formula for 2019? Hey, General Manager John Lynch and his assistants have learned some important lessons after their first 2 years atop the player personnel department, as you would have to do, because, they took a lot of lumps and bruises, actually. And there have been a few examples or growing pains that clearly show the 49ers, from the management to the field, are still a work in progress. And we forget about that all the time. This is the first time these guys have done this. So they had to go through a few pains, but they got you can tell they got the IQ to handle it. So it'll get better. It's probably going to get better this year. This last draft compared to the first year's draft, all right? Lynch and Shanahan believe steady progress has been made from the onset of their tenure. In year number 3, the 49ers roster is deeper and more talented, and because of this roster spots will be hard to come by, as they have made that clear. He's already said, as far as draftable players go, his number was huge last year. That number went down this year. You come into camp this year, all those players we think suck, them dudes going to have to be dealt with whoever comes in off the draft now. You going to come in, boy, you better come in, guns blazing, boy, because 49ers are going to cut nobody that beats out any of the draft picks now. They were before, because it ain't Trent Baalke's picks, they just say goodbye. That sentiment intensifies the need for a successful 2019 draft. The 49ers' 6 picks, they had the number 2, the number 36, and number 67 selections. You know that. They must add difference makers in the early rounds. Don't be bringing nobody in here for no tryout, or let's see if he's going to work out, or he's got potential. He better be a home run hitter. We need playmakers. Quit playing games. Go get the cream of the damn crop. If they can locate a late-round gem, such as George Kittle, a bonus. But that's not your MO. You're going out to get the fiends. The guys, every round should be just nearly a safe pick, right? That is another reason why trading down, contemplation better be extremely well planned. Don't come in here trading down just to go get a player like Mike's talking about. Be trading down, get nobody's second-tier player. He'd better be good. If you trade down in the first round, though, it's another story. But you're trading down in the first round, it's no big deal, because now you're going to get somebody in the first round that's good. And if hopefully you don't trade down so far down that you take yourself right out of the game. But the silver lining from a frustrating 4-12 2018 season is drafting high in the order. All right, so that's what you do. Now, first, fill the 2 biggest needs in opening rounds. It's no secret the 49ers' 2 biggest weaknesses are a lack of an edge rusher opposite D Ford and that Z receiver. By the time the number 36 pick rolls around, they will almost certainly have some really good options at receiver, but the edge rushers are gone. Edwards is going in the first round. You know what? As I look down, that's why I'm thinking there may be some receivers. If you look at every team's needs, they list them. Go to down. There are so many teams that want rushers. I mean, you thought Jaden Ferguson may not go in the first round? He sure might. So, because he got, Jaden Ferguson wouldn't even end, the combine because something went wrong. Some little infraction he had with the police. And that goes for guys in the middle, too. Oliver's not going to be around in the second round. All these guys are leaving. Defense is key nowadays because your offense is already on. They've established themselves. Everybody's flying like crazy. The ball is in the air like all the time. You've got to get that quarterback and body slam him as much as you can. Whomever your Tom candidate is at that position, you got to go for it in that first round, though. Next, to add offensive line depth, the team has starters that are going into their second year working together, which is extremely important for an offensive line. As Michael Lynch was very grateful for that. He says, one thing we're grateful for is everybody's together and we'll be going into the next year having had a year under our belt. This is essential for an offensive line. Continuity, chemistry, all these things. Knowing what the guy next to you is going to be doing at all times. You've got to know him. This is the way offensive lines get good. That line is still fragile, however, and will need some additions. This is why you're going to have to go ahead and get some backups. And also, address special teams, sudden situation, 2 words. Not main 2 words either. Robbie Gould, who, by the way, the 49ers have vowed to not trade him. But meanwhile, you just know that Kyle has called Matt Bryant up and told him to start getting into shape. The Ravens, Justin Tucker has a lot to do with the pain the 49ers are about to suffer. They just signed Justin Tucker to a 4-year, $23 million extension, including a $12.5 million fully guaranteed in the first 2 years and an $8 million signing bonus. Justin Tucker just got paid. The franchise tag the 49ers just gave Robbie just bounced up. It's $5.76 million. Niners, would you please sign Robbie? There must be a way to get some number in his face that he'll stop. He says he wants to go home. I don't know how serious. Every man has his price, so right? Does Robbie, or does he just want to go home? 49ers, if the 49ers are half-stepping with Robbie, and we find out about it, I'm going to be mad. The punter situation needs some attention as well. Justin Vogel is not considered long-term solution. Hey, keep an eye on Stanford's Jake Bailey. He may be one of the guys the 49ers pick up. Vogel's not going to do it. Them little 39-yard punts ain't going to work. And finally, the secondary. It's the last on the 49ers list from what I understand. According to John Lynch, only Richard Sherman is guaranteed to start. And he says he'll leave the rest to Kyle Shanahan to decide. I think Jason Verrett doesn't have a lot to worry about. I see that now. We'll see. If you were wondering about the future of DeForest Buckner, the 49ers did what makes sense, and they picked up his 5th-year option. And right now, do not fool around. That's something. Don't fool around with certain players. Do the right thing. Set yourself up so give you some margin of room to operate in as far as negotiation. Don't have them going to the media and talking about what they won't do. It looks bad. Buckner is scheduled to make nearly $12.5 million in 2020. The 1-year deal becomes fully guaranteed on the first day of the new league year in March 2020. And that's what's going on there. Fam, you want any of the things that I mentioned, anything else you want to talk about? We're open, man. I tell you, man, this is it, man. When I see you tomorrow, boy, it's going to be crazy, fam. Number 2, I mean, we get to get insane right from the gate. It's like 7 to 8, 6, 9, 12, 13. We're up first. Well, it's like you want somebody to run into you, hit you hard. If you play ball for it, it's that first contact. When you first come into the game, you feel like you got butterflies, right? Because the team you're playing, you already know about them. If you know the other team, you know who you're dealing with today. As soon as you get that first hit, bam! All right, let's play. Because now, you I want some butt. I want some butt. Knock me on my head. Come on. So, this is what we're going through tomorrow. It's the same feeling, After you get the first pick out the way, let's see. All right. Hey, Dre Berry says 24 hours till the draft night before Christmas. Yes. D'Angelo Carter, can't wait for the NFL draft. Go 49ers. Much love to Ronbo Sports. Nick Bosa, we're looking for you to become a team. We will be a playoff-bound team this year. Yo! Lawrence Baker, Ronbo, I'm proud of you, man. I told you not to be a softie, and you came out hard. Bosa, baby, done deal. Nobody would believe me if I would have said anything else. By the way, I want to clear something else really quick because maybe I might not have been clear. I said if we don't get Bosa in the first round, I would trade down. But why I said that is because I didn't mean that I wouldn't take Quinnen. Because there may not be a phone call, So in that case, plan C, I'm taking Quinnen. I'll take him then. I'll take Quinnen Williams in a heartbeat then. But Bosa's my number one pick. If here comes Kyler, like somebody said yesterday, well, you know what? Everybody knows the 49ers are not going to keep him, but they might want position on the rest of the draft order. Now, you're right. Here come the phone calls. I take them. All right, what you got? No, I already got a couple of calls. What? Oh, you got to come. That's weak. You got to come better than that. What? Call me back when you're serious. Nah. Oh, okay, now you got me going. You know what? I'm gonna put you right on hold a minute. And then you can play that game now, Hey, D'Angelo Carter just can't wait for the NFL draft. Go 49ers. Oh, we already did that. Yeah. D'Angelo's got two. Much love to all my 49er fans. Let's do the damn thing this year. Robbie Gold, we can't let him go. Everybody wants to come to San Francisco. Yeah. I really wish we could iron the Robbie thing out real soon. Rod Manhammer, Gold Niners. Jamar Walton the night before Christmas, indeed. Jerry Fresh. I wish that is Jerry. I like that. Draftmas Eve. Mr. Block Eyes 22. Yeah, boy. Niners! Niner Rich. Christmas Eve and one more day until we unwrap our draft. Yeah. IAA says, Niner fam. James Anderson, what up? Keep doing your thing. Niners playoff bound this season. Go Niners. And Valos 808. What up, me familia? What's up, Ron Boski? Sup, Valos? Haven't seen you in a while, too. Go, girl. Kim Buso Butro. Sup? Kim checking in early tonight, too. I already know Kim's watching, but she usually acknowledges that fact at the end. So, Kim, good to see you. And Rescue 4. Hey, Robbie, you broke my heart. Man, I don't know what you do, Robbie, man. Robbie's got to stop. Hey, is that name spelled right? Is there too many vowels in there? Lewis!
Yo, what's up, Ronbo?
Oh, Lewis, man. I'm looking at the formula for the 49ers, man. Lewis, you agree? Edge, wide receiver, O-line, special teams, secondary. How would you change your order?
I completely agree, Ronbo. I completely agree. I mean, if we get a wide receiver or a defensive back, it doesn't matter who we get in the second round. Special teams, O-line. I mean, like I said earlier or a couple of days ago, this brick by brick, this rebuild, it can't happen. We've already paid Jimmy, so it puts a little pressure on Lynch, but he's gonna have to hit the picks. You know what I mean? That's just how it's gonna have to go. We're pretty much doing it the opposite of the way the league is doing it, but I mean that's how we're gonna have to do it because we've already paid Jimmy, $125 million. So we're just gonna have to keep hitting pick after pick. So, I mean, like you said, we don't want to be drafting in the we don't want to be drafting in the 10s, right? We want to be hopefully around the 25, 27, 28, around there.
From here on
next year. So from here on out, absolutely. So I'm just excited. I'm just praying for health. Everybody just stays healthy. Ronbo, that's the main thing. But yeah, that's just all I really care about right now.
So true.
But Ronbo, I've been reading a lot of articles, man, and I've been reading a lot of articles, and I've been watching a lot of mock drafts, and I've been seeing a lot of the guys for NFL Network, the guys on Game Day Football Morning, just a lot of players that have been in the league, a lot of legends that used to play in the league,
Right.
and man, they're all saying like they rather have Quinnen Williams, and if Cardinals take Murray, I'm telling you, Ronbo, don't be surprised if we end up taking Quinnen Williams. I know we're fluffing up. We like Bosa and all, but
Yeah.
I mean, if they take Williams, man, I mean, if we take Williams, I wouldn't be upset either.
No, you can't lose. There's no losing
Right.
between Williams, Allen, and Bosa. I was just looking at.
Bosa, you're right.
We got a lot of guys in the middle, but we lack on
Middle,
the edge.
right.
Pass rushers. That's the only reason
And we
why I
talked
went
about
that
this.
direction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're absolutely right, Ronbo. Yeah, we talked about this. We got we. I even forgot to mention the Appalachian State Blair, Ronald Blair.
Like him.
I forgot to mention him. But he's pretty fast. He's pretty fast. He could play end or DT, but we drafted him as a defensive tackle. So that's just another interior name that you could throw out there. But yeah, absolutely. I say we can get Bosa. I say we get Bosa, man, or if we get Williams. But there was a report that Tom Brady had came out and said that he says, what is it hard to face? As Tom Brady wanted to be the best quarterback in the league ever of all time, right?
Yeah.
He said, "What's hard?" A reporter asked him, "What's hard to face?" And he says, "Is it like an elite edge, or is it a guy who can come up the middle?"
Yeah,
and Tom Brady says, "The way the scheme is, we can get the ball out fast if a guy has to run around me. I can step up in the pocket. I can create a little extra time. But if I have a guy rushing me down the middle consistently, constantly rushing me down the middle, and I can't step up, and he even said, he was like, I'm 40. I can't maneuver out the pocket. I can't throw out the pocket. I'm going to have to take the sack."
Tom, even when he was 30,
said, I was like, damn.
he had no speed.
Even when he said it, exactly. So when he said that, I was like, damn. Just imagine Williams and Buckner going in, just devouring the interior linemen.
But I think Bosa. I think DeForest Buckner. I think all he needs is one of them dudes to get them blockers off of him. Brady's in trouble if as long as you don't have to double team Buck. Buck cannot be double teamed if you got the kind of force coming off the edges.
I completely agree. That's one thing I completely agree. If we're able to spread out the line and allow the guards and the guards to kind of help out the tackles and allow one-on-ones with like a center or the left guard for Buckner, oh, absolutely. Buckner's feasting and beasting. I mean, the guy had 12 sacks as an interior lineman last year. You know what I mean? So, but another thing too, though, Ronbo, I was thinking like Bosa is actually very versatile. I think you can plug Bosa in the interior if you really wanted to. He's big enough.
Yeah,
he comes out at two. He weighs out at 275 as a lineman, as a DN. Like that's pretty. I mean, think about that. I mean, I'm just saying, like he could play interior. He could be an interior pass rusher if you want to get more bodies on the edge. So,
and if you
that's something to think about, Ronbo.
If you just want to switch things up in the front line, they're going to give him a shot there. They're going to look at him and see what he's like. But most definitely. Yeah, but his business card says quarterback killing edge. So that's
most definitely, yeah. But I just think I like you said though, with all the names we have, the versatility that we have on the defensive line now. Like I said, I think they can give a lot of teams different looks. Yeah. Hopefully, Saleh. Cal Shanahan is very smart, right? I've talked to some of the wide receivers. I actually met Pettis and Kendrick Bourne in San Jose one time at a couple clubs. Yeah, but I just talking to them. They're just like, bro, Cal Shanahan has been the smartest coach I've ever been coached by, and and he picked Saleh. He handpicked Saleh. And he handpicked Saleh because he was like, Saleh's a smart guy. So I think Saleh can hopefully draw up some schemes and stop getting fourth quarter comebacks, getting blown out in the fourth quarter and allowing comebacks so many damn times. But hopefully he can draw some
you know what, though? I attribute some of that to the fact that Saleh, with the options he had to put on the field, now he's going to have options. I got a feeling some of the brilliance that Shanahan is seeing in him, we're going to see it a little more clearly now. So I'm looking forward to that.
So, and that's why next year, Ronbo, we can't have no excuse. If Saleh's breaking down in the fourth quarter, he doesn't know what coverage to run, then I'm going to be like, we're going to have to look at a new defense.
And I'll be with everybody on that train, too. All right. Lewis, Always a pleasure, fam. I'll
right.
see you. I'll see you
Always
tomorrow.
a pleasure.
Yeah. Woo.
Thank you, Ronbo. Draft day. I'm excited. I'm gonna be watching. Are you live streaming during the draft, Ronbo?
Oh yeah. I'll be right here watching with you, fam.
Okay.
I tell you, man. Can't
Awesome.
wait.
I'll be watching. Hey, we'll be all excited, man. I can't wait.
I know it could
All right,
be
Ronbo.
ambulance waiting outside. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yes, exactly. Heart palpitate out my chest. Second pick. I just don't want to see, second pick, the Niners selected trade back. I'm gonna be like, oh my God, please,
I know.
please, somebody, please.
Oh, I'll see you tomorrow, fam.
All right, Rob. I'll take it easy.
Yeah. All right. And Kim 8 says, "How have you been? Hey, Kim, another year, another draft. I haven't caught your show live in a while. Good to see you too, Kim. As the season comes along, we always start seeing Kim starting right around now, all the way through preseason and season. Andrew 49 need a safety. I know, Andrew, but we got so many. As I said, let us get rid of at least 5 or 6 or 7 of them guys. And then next year, you keep on using roster spots for the same position, it gets a little crazy. All right, you know what? We need to look at some other people besides. I counted the safeties yesterday. I think I left a couple up. I said 4, 5, 6 safeties at the top alone. And then I had 3 Exum, Marcel Harris, Marcel Harris, and Kowalski T. That's in the box alone. Then I got I didn't want to add another safety to that lot. I want a good one though. I know what you're saying. The 49ers are feeling like we got an army of safeties. One of them guys are going to work out. Let's get him in there and see what happens. Rather than add another one. I figure that's what they're thinking. And I picked up the same thought. Chad Garrison says, what are your plans for the draft tomorrow? You're going to crack a nice cold one and order pizza and wings. Not the wings, because the wings get, the sauce gets all over your fingers, man. Maybe the pizza, though. It's going to be a fun day, ain't it? And San Francisco, we come out the gate this year. I'm going off on Nate Burleson. Boy, Grant Cohn and Drew Rosenthal. Boy, them dudes, man. Especially Nate Burleson. Nate Burleson tried to say, man, I told him what to say. You know, that little conversation he had with George Kittle. Nate, stop. Damian Lane says, Jalen Ferguson in the second round. Defense wins titles. Offense wins offense titles as the Rams. That's true. I got a feeling Jalen's not going to be around. I'm telling you, edge rushers are the thing this year. I got a feeling Jalen goes in the first round, too. Boy, if he's there in the second round, whoa. Nah, you got to get that wide receiver. Downey Montana, 49er hitter. Sup, man? Can't wait to see who we acquire tomorrow. Bang, bang, Niner gang. And Chrome Dome, Kadavius Street is going to be a monster this year. See, that's another thing, We don't even know how much damage Contavious can do. Man, I can't wait to see this. Hey, Kenny!
Ronbo! What's up, Ronbo?
Oh, man, I was sitting here trying to remain calm. We still got to wait before we hear those boos for Roger Goodell as he walks out of the podium. And Roger's so cool with it. Roger walks out there like he can't hear the boos. Face doesn't change or nothing. Guy's got
He's used to it now.
I know, right? After years.
Years and years, baby.
Kenny, what are you thinking, Kenny? Here we go, man.
Man, I'm excited. I can't wait to get up in the morning and go to work, because when I get off work, that's when the draft comes on. I'm coming home, open up a beer, sit on the couch, and watch me some good old-fashioned NFL draft.
God, man.
And I have so many scenarios in my head. I can't even think of. I can't even pick one, man. There's so many good ways to go, and there's so many good players in this draft to pick. I don't even know. I don't want Bosa.
I know.
What's up?
I was going to say, go ahead with that, though. I was going to ask you about what would be your surprise pick? If it's, round 1 and 2, well, go ahead. Is there a surprise pick in this?
My surprise pick would be that we traded back and picked Devin White, and then tried to get
back
Jonah
in the
Williams.
first round?
Yeah.
Or trade down from the first pick?
Trade back
in
with
the first round.
the Raiders, the Giants, and try and get Devin White and Jonah Williams both in the first round.
What would you be willing to give up? Because we only have 6 picks. You give up
No,
all
I'm
6 picks
saying
to both 6 picks?
No, if we traded our number 2 pick to the Raiders or the Giants.
So you're talking trading down. Okay.
Yeah, trading down. So I don't want Bosa, and I'll tell you, I'll explain my reason for Bosa, and I'll tell you why. They picked up D Ford in free agency, and him and Bosa both play the same side, the weak side. And I mean, how are you going to play them? You know, are you going to put one of them guys on the other side? Are you going to rotate them? You know, that's not going to bring out the best in any of those guys if you're not playing them full time. I mean,
yeah.
So
no, Bosa's going to. I'm figuring the 49ers going to try to put Bosa at the big end. The edge is the edge. These guys aren't going to care. D Ford, I don't know how he feels about it. They did the same kind of thing in Kansas City with that other edge rusher they just lost in Kansas City too, the older guy. He played opposite of D Ford, but they're playing a 3-4, so it's a different thing.
Justin Houston?
Yeah, Justin Houston. And they were playing a 3-4, so it's a little different, but you can still get that same result. So Bosa probably has better technique than D Ford, actually. So you can put Bosa on that opposite edge, you'll probably be fine. They'll take a look at it, and I'm pretty sure that's what they're thinking. Otherwise, and also what you have is insurance now. If something happens to D Ford, Bosa slips on over to that side because he's very familiar with that side as well, right?
Yeah.
You pass rushers, we haven't had enough pass rushers in a long time. So this is the thing, because we got hundreds of interior linemen, or interior guys, but we don't have any outside. So that's why I'm thinking probably you got to get a pass rusher. Even if it ain't Bosa, you got to get somebody.
We got a beast sitting on our team right now if he's healthy, and that's Contavious Street.
Yeah.
I
look forward to what Contavious brings to the table.
And another thing, the Quinnen Williams thing makes the most sense. It makes the most sense because if you get Quinnen Williams, who are you going to double team on that line? Whoever you double team, you're going to leave so many monsters available to come at that quarterback. And Josh Allen, that's my favorite guy in this draft, but I don't think he'll be on that D line. I think he'll be playing linebacker. So
yeah. If you got Bosa and somebody double teams the wrong person, I guarantee you he's coming in. Same with D Ford. If you got Bosa on the big end, you got D Buck in the middle, and D Ford on the other side. Anybody gets double teamed, that's a death sentence.
See, my heart's not set on Solomon Thomas, dude. Like I really don't like his play, man. He hasn't improved. And they played him out of position so much that it probably ruined his interior play. Like he's got to come back to it and relearn it all again. And it's like
they played him a little bit there last year. He played a little bit inside last year.
Maybe 3 games, maybe.
Yeah, it's a natural thing for him though. He'll do better on the inside. He'd probably rather be back on the inside. He was trying to learn the edges, so I don't. Yeah. Think it'd be a big. Well, they're going to take a look at him though. You know what though? He could get traded tomorrow night. Now I don't know where the rumors are coming from, but I saw it on 2 separate sites. Usually when you see it one place, but you see it another site. I saw it yesterday, twice. I haven't looked today very well, but it could be just media acting up. I don't know.
I heard the Cowboys were asking about him.
Well, Panthers and Cowboys. So. And the Cowboys need defensive line help so bad. And they need good citizens for a change. Cowboys! Kenny! All right, Kenny. We're going to go ahead and see you tomorrow, fam.
Hey, I can't wait to call our defense Sac Francisco 49ers, baby. Let's go. Tomorrow I'm going to be so pumped. Let's go, Niners!
Yeah! All right, Kenny. Have a good night, fam. Oh, man. That's going to be one of the nights you still be tingling all night, man. Antonio McCoy says, it was good, Ronbo. Life finally, as a Niner fan, I imagine this. Wife is finally, I see now. Wife is finally a Niner fan, got her some 49 high heels. for the Saints game. You go, Antonio. That's how you do, man. Because if you know the high heels, brilliant move. Shoes. Ladies love shoes. Oh, look at you. I bet she wears them shoes all the time. With the bright red with a big logo on the side, them shoes is awesome. I mean, they don't make no shoes like that for guys. We got a lot of shoes for that shoes. The ladies' heels with them stilettos is kick butt. Ray Jr. says, good evening, United fam. I'm here now, so let's continue. Ray Jr., what's up? Doug Williams says, what's up, Empire? Let's see, it's 24 hours till we find out the number one pick, y'all. Oh, God, it's hard to sleep in these conditions. Jess from Walla Walla. What's up, Jess? He says, I'll be chilling in a sports bar enjoying my beer and wings while Niners select Nikki B. And he gets a, woo! Please. Well, I got my tickets for Niners and Seahawks. You heard? At Niner Empire, stay up! Hey, Dre! Get on in here, Dre!
Ronbo, what's going on, fam?
Dre, I'm trying to calm down. I can't. Man, I tell you, I may be up all night. It's that kind of things where you don't even worry about going to bed. You're waiting for this. Hurry up, start this, man, because I'm waiting here, y'all. Come on, Roger.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I've been watching all of the ESPN festivities. They got the Welcome Rookie television shows where they go in and they preview a lot of the draftees that's coming in this year. Been looking at a lot of mock drafts. They just dropped Josh Allen down to number 5. And they got Ed Oliver going number 4 to the Raiders. And remember I said something about Ed Oliver?
Oliver.
If we
do
trade down with the Raiders, so if we do trade down to the Raiders, look at that. But I think I have a pretty good feeling that we're going to stay at number 2. I do see us making a trade, but I think it will definitely be with a player to go ahead and get a receiver. And I'm hopefully that will be old boy AJ Green from the Cincinnati Bengals.
AJ Brown.
AJ, is it Brown or Green? I thought it was Green.
Cincinnati?
From the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, Bengals, yeah, because too many AJs.
Yeah,
they got a quarterback named AJ, and they got this AJ, and okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so I do see us trading a player. I do see us trading a future pick for a player and maybe a pick this year, or trading the combo of a player and a pick to get a player and a pick tomorrow.
Could be because we ain't got no draft picks. Got to use something.
Yeah. So it would have to be a player and a future draft pick to pick up a guy that's going to come in and immediately make his presence known and start. It can't be somebody that's going to come in and that's going to be a project. There has to be a player that's going to make an immediate impact.
It's like Trey said yesterday. You got to pick up 3 guys that can come in and help you right now.
Oh yeah, and those 3 guys, and two of them have to be on defense, and I think 1 on offense, and that will be a wide receiver. Also, wanted to say something else, man. When I look at the chat, Ronbo, you know what I see?
Hostility?
No. I see America, man. That's what makes this country. That's what makes this country beautiful. It's people from all walks. It's people from all different walks of life. It's people that's not even living in this country. Inside of our chat room, it's people with different ideologies and different beliefs. And I'm starting. I need to start to embrace that more instead of being abrasive. Because I think in the world there's too much of that where people get into it because they have different beliefs. You know what I'm saying?
Look at Sri Lanka.
This is a place where
just the other day, man, blowing people up because of their religion. That makes me so mad.
Man.
Come on, man, what's wrong with people, man? Stop.
Yeah, man. God. Yeah, man. This is a place where we all can come and express ourselves freely. But at the same time, try to be respectful as possible.
Yeah.
And I need to hold myself to that also. You know what I mean? So, guys, let's all remember, man, we all rocking for the same team, but we all are different people and we all have different beliefs, and that's okay, because if everybody was the same and believed the same, this would be a boring world, man. I'm just pumped up. I'm excited. We got less than 24 hours. Like I said, it's the night before Christmas for me. I don't get Christmas gifts, but I do get to see us pick some players that's going to help us for the Quest 6. You know what I mean? So I'm very excited, man. And I want Quentin Williams, but at the same time, if we get Quentin, Allen, or Bosa, I'm not gonna be mad about it. You know what I mean? Because I know all three of those players could come in and have an immediate impact on our defense and make us one of the best front sevens in the league. And I truly believe that, not just because I'm a Niners fan, but with the additions that we added and coming in and bringing a dominant defensive tackle or a dominant defensive edge, man, it's just going to be a beautiful thing for us to go from 15th in pass defense, all the way to the top, because your pass defense isn't great if you don't have pressure on the quarterback.
Well, that's been
and
proven
once
too
we
many
add
times.
pressure.
Yeah.
Man, and once we add that pressure on the quarterback, it's going to make our DBs look even better. You're going to look at some of our DBs this year and say, man, where's you?
Yeah,
well, shit, he was tracing around the receivers for 5 to 7 seconds when the quarterback had all that time to find him an open spot.
And remind people of that this season, Trey. Say, I told y'all year, man, ain't no pressure up front. Ain't nothing good going to happen in the back. Yeah.
Ain't nothing going to happen good, man. We seen it in the Green Bay game. We seen it in the Carolina Panther game. We've seen it in the Pittsburgh Steelers game. I mean, we just seen it over and over again to where guys have forever to throw. Oh, yeah, and in the Bucs game.
Yeah.
We've seen it over and over again where these guys just had forever to throw the damn ball.
Look at Josh Rosen. Rosen beat us up.
Man.
What's Rosen doing being us up? Cardinals don't even
with
have an offensive line, Dre.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. Oh,
yeah, man. So hey guys, let's pray for all of our players to stay healthy this year, and also remember, we have the most games lost, which is 11 games by less than 1 score, 3 points or less in the last 2 years. So let's remember that this year when we start winning games by 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points, the games that we would usually lose. Let's remember that. Be grateful, man, for what John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan has came in here and done, because I see their vision, man. It's been a long process, but I think this year I'm really feeling like, man, we
and it ain't done yet, Dre. Let's go give it, Dre, man. I tell you what, I'm proud of you right now, fam. Tonight, man, that things you said earlier, man, that was right on the money, man. I appreciate that. And Dre,
man,
and Dre, if you set that kind of example, I mean, you're a person that can be very, very, you're like a bomb ready to blow off. So if you are saying these things, people need to know. They need to check themselves, because if Dre calms down, he's a little high strung. If Dre calms down, everybody needs to calm down. Dre, I love you, man.
Yeah, man, and
tell you what,
love you too, Ronbo. Peace out to the TNT fam and my Niner Empire, man. And let's all be together. Let's accept each other for our differences, man, because that's what makes the world go around, man. So let's all keep it solid, and let's pray for peace, prosperity, and let's pray for a healthy season, man.
There you go.
Shout out to the Niner fam, TNT. Let's go. I'll see you tomorrow, Ronbo. I'll be here on time.
To it. All right, Dre.
Yes, sir.
Have a good night. Look at Dre, boy. Hey, let's check out. What's it? Oh, and Kevin Magnum, shout out to Dre as well. Good shot. He'll see you on the chat. Tongan Man 78, aloha from Hawaii, my brother. He says, by way of Montclair, California, 909. America 81, El Paso, Texas Niners. Empire Fan Club in the house. It's our time now. You almost got me on that, America 81. I almost said the word. Sir Garcia, what up? Ray Jr. says, Ronbo, it's like taking a girl out on the first date. Well, that's one. And I was almost said it. I'm not going to say it. Get ready to keep those thoughts to yourself. Chad Garrison says, I remember watching you months ago talking about the draft, and it's finally here. Crazy how the time flew by. I know, right? Mike DeCoy says, hey, this is Ronbo Sports. Appreciate everything you do, bro. Let's get ready for this draft. Niners for life. And speaking of Niners for life. Let's go to that man who coined that phrase. Hey, James.
What's up, Ronbo? How you doing, man?
James, oh, doing great, James. You know, I will be glad when this day is gone and tomorrow gets here. Because see, it's kind of hard to relax now. I don't like. I like to lay back and feel like comfy. Right now, I feel very. Come on, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? And I'm even worried about who other teams are playing or picking up. Not only us, because I want to know who we're dealing with. I'm keeping an eye on the Cowboys because somebody said they're supposed to do well this year. I don't know why. The Seahawks ain't worried about that. I wonder who the Rams go pick up. Definitely want to know who the Cardinals else go pick up. I'm talking round 2 and 3. So we can know what's about to happen on our schedule. Tampa Bay, we got to play them first. You know,
Yeah.
this is crazy. Good thing this only happens one time a year, man. But James,
Oh yeah.
take it over.
Well, I'm pretty much I'm looking forward to tomorrow night, and I just hope that they realize that you know do you trade the pick and get more players that you don't know anything about these players, but you've drafted them, but now you're moving on from some players that you've invested time into. See, one thing I know about staying pat is a lot of these guys on this roster are going into their third year. And that's usually the breakout season for a lot of football players, that third season in the same system. Understanding the first year, it was like a trial
Instruction.
basis. And you were trying to figure things out, and then you started to get it, and the season was over. The second season, you got more involved with it. You understood it. You could see the plays a lot more clearer than from what they were putting on the grease board and in your playbooks. And now we're going into that third season with them, and I look for a lot of big upside. I think we're going to put up points like people haven't seen, I mean, in years from a football team. I mean, it would almost be reflective of the 80s when we were putting up a lot of points, beating teams, 42-12 and 38-3 and having a great defense and a great offense. And I just want to see him hit it, whoever they pick. I mean, take the pick in the first round, don't trade it, because I don't really see nobody that's really going to trade up. The only team that would really be in question to me would be Jacksonville, but they already signed Nick Foles. The Raiders, I don't think that John Gruden is going to turn around right now and draft a. Well, I'm not going to say they're not going to draft another quarterback, but I don't think they're going to move up to take one, because I,
They'll
I
get
almost
James. They'll get one right there, at number 4, though. I
well,
got a feeling they will too, because the Raiders. John Gruden has no heart. He'll send Derek Carr home in a heartbeat. I really believe
well,
that.
this is the thing. If he takes him at number 4, then you mean to tell me he's going to pass on? They're saying that the Raiders are really like high on Ed Oliver. So do you get the D tackle at the 4th pick, picking so high, or do you
They they need an edge rusher. Well, maybe they got a plan for it. Cause see, the thing is, James, if Gruden does lose his mind, if Mayock can't control him, and he pulls a quarterback, I tell Gruden, I say, listen, who's going to pay Derek's salary? Are we going to keep him, or what are we going to do here? Because this is your move here. We'd be arguing right there in the booth, in the war room.
and 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 and,
God,
and and one thing for sure, you pick a quarterback that high at number 4, you got
you got
any
to
player,
play
you
him.
got to play that player. You got to play him. You got to pay him. I mean, play him.
So Gruden keeps threatening
Regardless
to get
of.
a quarterback. He's got to be kidding.
And then you look at like the Redskins, they're sitting there at number 15 to come all the way up to 2. Man, they would have to pay to move up 3 spots from 5 to 2
That's
would be a ransom.
James.
Okay,
That's who the Raiders are gonna strip naked. The Raiders are good. No, that's too far down. They're not going to take 24, 27. They might as well stay where they are. Never mind. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think they would make that move to go from fourth all the way down to 15.
Yeah, no, it's,
You
yeah.
know. Hmm.
No, I mean, I'm
That's
talking the Redskins. The Redskins can't take one of the 24, 27. That's too late.
right. Hmm. And for them to trade all the way up, they would have to give up a lot of draft capital. If they want to move up a couple of, I mean, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't want to see the Niners trade that pick. But if a team comes along and says, listen, we'll give you a first this year, a second this year,
And a first
and a
or second
first
next year. Yeah.
a third next year, and possibly even a fourth this year, then that's something, I don't know, that right there, that's like, hey man, look,
I still,
that's
I see teams holding on to their picks. But James, what about the 49ers? Now, the formula, as I said, looks pretty clear, unless you got deviate from that. What you're saying is pretty much what I was saying. We're not supposed to be 4-12 every year, so we're not going to get this position too often. And like you said the other day, I hope we're picking around 30, 31, 32 for the next 10 years. Okay, so yeah, yeah. So let's pick the best we can get now and roll with that. I mean, what are you going to do in the second round, though? I mean, because Kyle's already said he's got to add another man to that wide receiver spot. Is he going to do it?
that's to me, in this draft, a lot of things can be said in speculation. You added Jordan Matthews. Where did you seem like you needed all these receivers last year?
No.
'Cause you really didn't have all those receivers last year. And then this year, at the end of last year, you started to find a bunch of, at the end of 2017 going into 2018 is when Jimmy Garoppolo auditioned, and every receiver we had on the team, he could be the third man on the list. He was still catching
Yeah.
balls
Yeah, he
from
would do.
Garoppolo.
Yeah.
And I just don't see where another receiver comes into play when, first of all, if you're gonna play at least three running backs a game, and if it's up
Right?
to Kyle is gonna probably try to have four on the roster just
You
to
know,
prove the point
you got a
how
good point
they can
there.
kill opposing defenses with such a very dangerous offense. You got a whole different array of running backs
I forgot
with
about that.
multiple skill sets that can come out of the backfield and catch passes. You've also got a very powerful and fast back that can do all three of those things in Tevin Coleman.
I forgot about that. You know what? The 49ers might switch up. They may go offensive lineman in that second round. They don't really
Well,
need, and
you
you know
know,
you don't need to settle for a wide receiver because some of these guys this year in the draft, they're not going to beat out the guys that are on the field, contrary to popular opinion about all the 49ers wide receivers sucking. I think a
you
lot of
know,
guys in this draft are not going to be able to take them off the field. So you know what? You just made me think it's probably going to be an old lineman in the second round. Safety, I just don't see it. So
well, I
go
can
ahead,
tell you
real
one
quick.
thing about that O line situation. It's like I think it's six offensive linemen that there's one, I think he plays for the University of Arkansas, and he had 732 snaps, only gave up one sack
All right.
out of 732
Yeah,
snaps.
somebody told me about it. James, we're pretty running over there. It's getting late, though. I don't want to make everybody wait too long on the phone. But listen, you know what? Let's get together tomorrow for the celebration.
All right.
Which
Okay, not a
should be a
problem,
good
Ronbo.
old time. But you got a
Yes,
good
I
point.
do believe it will be. Hmm.
All right, fam.
All right, man. Have a great evening. Enjoy everything that you do for the Niner Empire, Niner
Thanks.
Empire, Niner for life. Have a great evening. Thank you.
Thanks, James. Talk to you tomorrow.
All right, man.
Hey, hey, Tony. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was pointing at. Hey, Lawrence Barker, what you think? Trade Robbie and sign Matt Bryant. I do wonder, is Robbie tradable right now? Chicago just got rid of Robbie the year before, last 2 years. Do they want him back really? Or is Robbie delusional? I would really love to know about that. Bears, do you really want Robbie back? Because you can get him. Robbie's gonna get in excess of $6 million because he's got to be paid higher than Justin Tucker. What a mess. This is a mess. If we could have paid Robbie before now, he probably knew Justin Tucker was going to get paid. I'm just go ahead and wait it out. Stall. Okay, I'm ready to sign, guys, but you know what the deal is. Hey, Mikel Cueva says, I can't wait for this draft. I'll be at work watching in my booth. All right, Mikel. John McNair. Safety, Ward, Tart, A.C., Harris, Reed, Exum, Williams. Corner, Verrett, Akello, Sherman, K. Will, Moore, Maben, McFadden, 14 defensive backs. This is what I'm saying. We got too many as it is. There's just no reason. There is a reason maybe we want for quality, but what if you bring another guy in that's no better than some of the guys we got? It's a real risk. Brian Cobb, what's up? Dude, we're going to be great this year. Brian, you don't take much to talk me into that kind of thing. Chris Quarles, I want A.J. Brown. And Michael Hank says, hey, what if we get Williams first round, then Jalen second, and damn, that's scary. But still, you're not getting the cream of the crop. You got 6 picks this year. You're at the top of the draft. You got to be careful. Quentin wouldn't be a problem, though. I take him. Hey, Lawrence Sparkles was saying, hey, what's it? Tony!
What's up, Ronbo?
Tony, I'm telling you, man, a lot of things are up. I'm trying to figure out why I can't. You know how you feel confident? And I know you do, because you always feel confident. You know how you feel confident as to what's happening and just try to make yourself relax? And then all of a sudden you start entertaining doubts about certain things and thoughts that you may have, things that I really believed. Tony, do you know at this particular hour, I am not sure the Cardinals have finally got me to believe that they may not do what they should. So I really don't know what's happening here, Tony. Tony, what are you thinking?
All right, so I want to get through a couple things, so I'm going to move through these quickly. I'm going to talk about receivers first.
Yeah.
A receiver in the NFL who can't run routes really well.
Yeah.
Anyone.
Agreed.
See, the thing is with DK Metcalf, N'Keal Harry, they're not great route runners. And I'm just not the type of guy. I'm more into Deebo Samuel, Marquise Brown. Those are guys I'm looking at because they can run routes exceptionally well. And those guys always translate because even if they're not the fastest guys, they get separation. They can sell routes so you can make guys go the other way. So I think Kyle knows that. John knows that. We just need to make sure that we apply that when we draft these receivers in the second or third round. Now, with that being said, I want to go over to the Cardinals. They are so dysfunctional. Now, this is the first time in probably 3 years that I haven't known what's going to go on with the first and second overall pick. I knew Baker was a possibility last year. I called it. I said we were going to call, or I called Solomon 2. I said the Browns were either going to draft Darnold or Mayfield, and as the draft got closer, I leaned more toward Mayfield, so I had an idea. But now, the thing is, they have kind of ruined the trust with Josh Rosen. And if they do keep him and they don't draft Murray, even though Rosen is being a pro right now, he's definitely affected.
Absolutely.
If you are the Cardinals, how are you not squashing these rumors? You're saying he's our franchise guy for right now. Then when Kyler Murray comes up with the team and the media's like just reports, you don't do anything to squash it. What are you doing? If you are so desperate to make a team not know what you're going to do that you sacrifice the trust of your franchise quarterback, there's something really wrong with you. And I think...
And telling everybody you haven't made up your mind as to what you're going to do as late as yesterday. What? Why are you telling people that? It makes you look like you're stupid. I don't get it.
They're stupid. No, they really are. And the thing is, I'm not buying the whole Kyler thing about how they're not taking him because they might just be doing that to spike his trade value. So in the event that there's like an insane offer, they can just roll with Josh. But at this point, you have done so much to ruin your trust with him. You have to take Kyler, and you have to trade Josh Rosen. There's no other way around it. And if they don't take Kyler and they take Quinnen, who they're pretty much dying for, then we have Nick Bosa at number 2. Quite frankly, I'm going to be at the draft party in San Francisco tomorrow, so it's going to be crazy. But if Quinnen Williams gets taken number 1 overall, I think there's going to be some kind of discomfort in that whole draft party, because now there's a chance we trade back. And even though I think there's so many guys at the end of the first round and top of the second that we could use, at this point, we don't have time for projects. We don't have time for guys who are all potential. We need guys who can help us win now, because we have a quarterback who has a couple years left on his contract, 3 or 4 years. We have a defense where we have a bunch of guys we have to pay next year. We have DeForest Buckner coming up, right? George Kittle is coming up next year. We need to be thinking about this, and we can't be planning for the future and just completely disregard this season. I think we have the chance to be a playoff caliber team, but we have to draft correctly. And I think if Nick Bosa's on the board, we take him. If Quinnen Williams is on the board, I'm still iffy. Okay, I know I'm all over the place right now. Just bear with me. I'm kind of iffy with Quinnen because even though I know if you can have 2 guys take up double teams and have the chance to get through them every single play in the interior, you're money.
Double teams.
There's going to have to be an extra blocker line at all times. And with D Ford, if you give him a one-on-one matchup, it's over. If you give DeForest Buckner a one-on-one matchup, it's over. Quinnen a one-on-one matchup, it's over. Right? Now, the only thing I'm worried about is what are we going to do at the DN spot if Eric Armstead doesn't pan out? And quite frankly, the more I think about it, I think we just need to trust in coaching, because Coach Kosurik made Ziggy Ansah who he is today through fine technique and being able to enhance his skills. I think he can do that with Solomon and Eric. Eric is fast enough on the outside to where if we have 2 guys making the quarterback roll out, D Ford is fast. He might be the fastest edge rusher in the league, right? So we're going on that side. And I think Eric is pretty fast when he tries. That's the issue. His motor isn't always on. And that's another thing with Quinnen, too. I hope his motor doesn't just show up at certain parts of the game and disappear in others. But, I mean, we need to have a fast defense. If you look at the most successful defenses, they're fast and they're technically sound.
Always.
Right.
Tony, great stuff as usual. I'm going to tell you what, man, I'll see you tomorrow night when all the dust is settled and we know what's going on, okay? Oh, man.
All right. When the Cardinals take Kyler Murray, I'll be rooting for what we do in the front office.
There you go. No matter what it is.
I don't know what's going to happen.
We're all united on that.
All right.
No matter what they do, we'll accept it. All right, Tony. Have a great night, fam.
All right. You too.
Thanks. Yo, Will.
Ronbo, what's up, man?
Oh, Will, it's that, boy, I tell you, this is like, early in the week is fine. You can relax and chill out. Now, man, it's about hurry up. Come on with this. Now we're at the doorway. Let's come on in, man. Let's go do this. Give me the Roger, bring your butt out. Get them boos, and let's get started. Boy, they booing tomorrow. I'm a boo with the fans tomorrow. Roger's so used to it. Everybody, I guess, we got to boo around the planet. Everybody. I mean, Mexico, Canada. Boo on Roger Goodell. But Will.
Yeah, man. Screw him, man. Yeah. What's up, Ronbo? What's up, man? Hey, man.
Go ahead.
Hey, man. It's the night before Christmas, man. I got my cookies and milk ready for John Lynch, man. You need to come on.
Leave it out for Santa.
But yeah,
man, everybody's
on
the same page as far as, listen, we can't be fooling around with no second-level picks, no projects. Right. The 49ers, it's like Trey said yesterday, they need to pick up 3 guys in this draft to go help us right now. We ain't got no time for no more training sessions or nothing like that. People got to come in. They got to get on the field. Let's go.
Yeah, man. You already know what time it is, man. But hey, look, man, you know what it is with me. You know, I said it at night. You know what I'm saying? First round pick. You know what I'm saying? Nick Bosa, stay at 2, man. Gonna get that out the way, man. Nick Bosa. Hey, tell something about Nick Bosa, man. I did some rundown on Nick Bosa, man. I'm gonna make this quick because we trying to talk about the draft. We ain't talking about politics, but I did a rundown on this. I did a rundown on his tweets, man. Hey, man, dude is not racist, bro. I found out that the tweets was about Donald Trump posting a picture of Ronald Reagan back in 2018, wishing him a happy birthday. He subtweeted the tweet saying that they were GOATs, greatest of all time. That what that was about. Okay.
He wasn't even born yet. God.
Right. Yeah, I know. Second thing is Kaepernick, the Colin Kaepernick situation. He called him a clown on Twitter. He just called him a clown. That was it. That's typical, because everybody got their different beliefs of kneeling on the flag. That's typical, American, typical American, right? Okay.
True.
The third thing was Beyonce. He said Beyonce was trash. He don't like her music.
See,
Beyonce.
It's just not his style of music. Maybe he likes rock.
Right.
Maybe he likes.
Right.
I mean, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's talking about an entire race. He's talking about individuals he doesn't appreciate. That's an opinion. But to make a blanket statement out of those things, that's too much.
Yeah. Beyonce a well-known figure, man. Everybody in the world keeps talking about Beyonce all the time. She like the Kardashians. They worldwide known celebrities too, and everybody talks about them, and they kind of get overrated. Yeah. So I can understand that too, man. But that was racial. And the final thing is his own opinion that the movie Black Panther that came out last year. He said he said that was the worst Marvel movie so far made. Yeah. I mean, what? That's his opinion. So what's wrong with that? Neither there was nothing. There's nothing racist about this dude. I like what he said today. About keeping your opinions to yourself, that's what you should do. That's what you should do when you're an NFL player, right?
Especially
you need to keep religion, politics,
on social
and stuff.
media,
right?
Don't put things out there.
Yeah, yeah, man. Just keep all that to yourself. So he said the right thing, and I believe him. And I believe he said that he deleted his tweets because he thought he was going to San Francisco was the Colin Kaepernick situation because he played for the 49ers. That's probably what that was.
Hey, for sure.
So.
Because we got dudes already on the team that like Donald Trump. So, and one of our best players likes Donald Trump. So, you can't hate a man because who he likes as far as politics goes. Right. If he treats you wrong or treats your people wrong, okay, now you can hate him. But otherwise, come on. Yeah. Let's not jump too far with that.
Right, that's all that was. And I got that article off U.S. Today. U.S. Today is a well-known, it's a worldwide, newspaper type deal or whatnot. So that's all that was. Everybody,
like I say, Will, that was a campaign. That was somebody tried to assassinate his character, so they went through that stuff in there. I think it was a team that's hoping the 49ers don't draft him. I guarantee. I know the Raiders is behind this. Raiders, you mother! I know y'all did that. I know it, boy.
Yeah, man. That's all that was, man. So. But I guess the guy that said all the N-words and stuff, man, separate yourself from people like that, man. You about to be a big star, man. Yeah. People that ain't trying to do nothing with their life and it's all about negativity, just separate yourself from them and you'll be fine, man. So you know what I'm saying? I'm going with Nick Bosa number 1. Okay, enough of that. Second round, man, I'm going with my boy Debo. Hey, man,
I keep forgetting about Debo. Hey, everybody talking about A.J. Brown. I keep forgetting. Debo's a good pickup. Yes.
Man, Debo, look, in order to play a Kyle Shanahan system, man, you got to run good routes and you got to separate from your defender. This dude, separation is so eye-popping that, I seen his highlight reel, man. This dude is a monster in the red zone. This dude be shaking people out their damn cleats, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. He shake these boys so bad that they body lead the ankles because he do them so bad. Man, I'm telling you, man, the dude is legit. And he got hands like Anquan Bolden so he can make tough catches. And that's what we need, man. Because sometimes Jimmy G ain't going to throw no perfect ball. So if Jimmy G don't throw a perfect ball, you got to go
Debo
get it. Increases your chance. Right. So, Debo is a perfect example of a good receiver, man. We need to give him number 2. And the third thing that we need to address is free safety. Like I said, Ward and Cobra, I do not trust you guys. I do not. I'm sorry. I just don't trust none of y'all. I don't trust none of y'all, dog.
Don't let Cobra hear because Cobra gets mad.
I don't give a damn. Look, man, look. Man,
Hold up, wait a minute.
Boy, yes, there it comes.
Ronbo,
Yo!
look here. You and Will, man. Look, you and Will, let me tell you something about Will, man.
Here we go.
Y'all just go to Nick Bosa's room, man, and tuck him in for the night, man. Really? Y'all just so on Nick Bosa's train, man.
What about the
Look
red
here,
gold?
man.
Let me sprinkle some red gold in it.
You like John Allen. You like a man
Will.
to free sack. You like a man to get
Hold on, Will.
Go ahead, talk.
No disrespect to your pick. Look, no disrespect to your pick.
It's
But
all
just
good.
keep
Go
it
ahead.
at that, just your pick, Will. All this, y'all want to tuck Nick Bosa in the bed and make sure he cute and cuddly tonight. You know, come on, man.
I want him. I want him to be good.
Wait
I
a
want him to be
minute.
good.
Let me put some pimping in it. Hey,
Who is
bro,
this?
this is how you was going down for Solomon Thomas. You better sit back. You better sit back. You better sit back, my man. You better sit back.
Hey, look here. And I'm gonna tell you something.
Wait a minute.
And I'm gonna tell you something about Solomon Thomas. Let me tell you something about that Solomon Thomas. Let me tell you. Y'all so quick.
God.
Y'all so quick to give up.
Wait a minute. I said Solomon Thomas was weak on the outside. He good on the inside. I never promoted Solomon Thomas all the way. I just say he was good on the inside because that's where he been playing. That's where he need to play. He don't need to be playing on no damn outside. He can't play on no outside. He need to stay his ass on the inside.
And I agree with that, Will. But it's the way he's being played. But my point is to this though, Will, for everybody who's hating on Solomon. They so quick to hate on a man and give up on a first-round draft pick just after 2 seasons, right? They quick to do that. But what about these bums that stayed on our team for 4 to 5 years and gave us nothing?
Now wait a
You
minute,
didn't hear
Trez.
talking about trading them dudes.
Jimmy Ward, one of them.
Trez.
Jimmy Ward one.
Trez.
Onset another. You know
Trez,
what
your
I'm saying?
original.
And Ronbo sitting up there riding the Ward train. Come on, Ronbo. Come on.
I knew my name was going to come in a minute.
Stop this.
J-Dub Bunch! J-Dub! Let's go, Dub!
You've been throwing them shots at me about that, about my boy Falk. You know what I'm saying? I just been letting it slide. I just let it slide.
Luke Falk.
I hear you.
Luke Falk. Boy. Hey, Trez, but you came in originally attacking the conversation because you didn't appreciate the love for Nick Bosa. Where was you going with that?
I mean, no. I don't mind your pick. I don't mind your pick, but y'all want to tuck Nick in the bed. Y'all want to give him his teddy bear.
Give him some warm milk and cookies.
49ers teddy bear. Yeah, come on.
Who's doing that?
Hey, Trez.
Come on, man.
Hey, Fred, man, I'm trying to make Nick Bosa look good tonight, man. I gotta make sure I sing him a lullaby. I gotta make sure, I gotta give him a one. Hey, look, man, the 3 games he played, man, the dude has 16 tackles, man, 4 sacks.
He's a beast.
8 solo
the dude
tackles
is
and a
a
couple
beast.
forced. In 3 games, man.
He's a savage.
Look,
He's a savage.
Y'all heard me say this a thousand times. Look, I right now I'm not on Bosa train.
I know it.
I'm on Josh Allen train. And
I feel you.
But whoever we pick is a 49er. That's just it. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
But like my
That's
partner
real.
said, we need impact players, bro, and that's just the truth of
That's
the matter.
real.
And this is Will time, Ronbo. So Will, like I said, no disrespect. Teams don't come at folks like that, but I'm sick and tired of cute cuddling for Nick Bosa, okay? All right, Ronbo, it's Will time. I'm gone, man. It's Will time. I'm gone.
All right, Trey. All right, all love, man.
Well, we can go ahead and go because we're gonna run up too much time here, but because this is getting late. But appreciate you, fam. I'm gonna tell you what, man. Let's do this tomorrow.
All right, man. Y'all already know what it is, yeah. Oh yeah, man. That free safety, man. I want Deontay Thompson, Alabama, man. I like him, man. The dude can play the run, and he a ball hawk, man. He can read the quarterback eyes, and he real quick on takeoff once the quarterback get ready to cock it. So. I want him too. After that, then I'm.
You'll be all right after that. Huh? All right, Will. I'm gonna see you tomorrow, fam. We gonna be talking. Boy, we gonna celebrate tomorrow. I got a feeling. All right. Have a good night. And okay, so let's go. Hey, Sean. Sean the jeweler. Come on in, Sean. And I
What's
enjoyed
up,
that interrupt. You ran interference. It was like running plays on Trez. Will was stunting up the middle,
man.
and Sean came up behind him.
Yeah.
Trez,
Yeah.
you know we love you, fam. But Sean, what you thinking,
Oh
man?
yeah. It's all love, man. You know, I'm out here in Quintana Roo. I'm in Mexico right now. I'm sitting on the balcony, man, looking at this beautiful ocean. And
Doing
you know,
business down there?
real quick, what's that?
Doing business in Mexico?
No, I came down here. You know, my wife is she's hardcore Mexican, man, and she's all about the heritage. So you know, we came down here and look at the Mayan pyramids and things like that. And plus,
right.
I'm part Taino. I'm part Taino too. So you know, for those of you who don't know, that's a form of native of Puerto Rico. You know, and I'm mixed with Arabic and Ghanaian and all these other things. But
Well, yeah.
look,
There's a lot going on there, Sean.
Yeah, man. You know what? Yeah, man. So look, check this out. So I'm at Tulum, right? I'm at the pyramids, at the Mayan pyramids yesterday, and man, I've seen a lot of 49er hats, man.
What?
And,
all right.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. And then I'm, you know, I was down there at a little show right now, and I ran into another dude that was from Philly, man. And check this out. This is a dude for the last 20 years of his life. He's been saving $30 out of each paycheck to make sure he can go to one game every year.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
That's awesome.
And man, and you know, this dude's got 6 kids. You know what I mean? And
so it's rough for him to save that $30. Yeah.
Yeah, man. And his wife's a diehard Eagles fan. And the thing I love about it, man, she let this man go by himself to go to a Niners game every year. He saved his $30 to make sure he can go to a Niners game every year. I put him onto the Ronbo app, man. He was so appreciative, and it reminded me of what Dre was talking about. It reminded me of what Dre was talking about when he looked at the chat, how he sees love, man. And to see this dude talking about how he saves $30 out of each check and make sure he can go to a Niners game. You know what I did, Ronbo?
What'd you do?
You know what I did?
I know you did something special. What'd you do, Sean?
I couldn't do nothing but hug the man. I couldn't do nothing but hug the man. You know, because a man like that with 6 kids, that all he does is provide for his family, and the one thing that he does for himself every year is save $30 out of each check to make sure he goes to a Niner game. You know, out west, that shit really touched my heart, man. It really did. You know what I mean? And so when Dre was saying, when he looked at the chat and he just sees love, man, like I say, I was down there at Tulum at the pyramid yesterday, and I seen a lot of 49er hats, Ronbo. A lot of 49er hats, man. And I was just like, man,
that's going to increase.
You know,
that's going to increase. Yeah, the bandwagoners go join us soon. But right now, the real diehards still being seen. And Sean, while you're down there, there was a person that sent me a picture. Was in Mexico. They was toward Tijuana, I think, more closer to the border though. But they took a picture of a trash can that was wrapped with Raider paper. I still got that photo. I got to post that back up again. Boy, I said that's right on time.
You know. So hey, man. One thing's for sure, man, we get on there and we bust each other's chops, man. I mean, we really get after each other. But at the end of the day, it's all red and gold, so we're dead and cold, man. And even when I can't call in, man, I'm listening and I hear the love and the different points of views. And one thing for sure that I know, we are going Nick Bosa at the number 2 pick tomorrow, baby. That's one thing that I really feel.
Do it. Because AZ has backed themselves in a corner. They got to take the man now. The entire state of Arizona. I heard they'll riot if they don't let them have that pick now. So you know what? They did that to themselves. AZ's that's a stupid ass organization. Cardinal fans, I just gotta tell you the truth. Yeah, that organization, they're dumb. God.
Yeah, they. You know, and I think it was Tony that said it, man. I appreciate that young man. You know, I'm not even going to call him a kid. He's a young man.
He's grown up with us. Yeah,
for sure. For sure. You know, I can't even count, like, a lot of these guys. I mean, I know there's a lot of guys that's new on the show, and I appreciate them. But, man, Ronbo, how many drafts have we been through together? You know what I mean? Like,
ain't this 5?
Like, yeah, man. I think so. It's quite a few, man, and to see more callers coming in and voicing their opinions, But one thing that I like that Tony said that man, you can't look. You got your quarterback there that you picked last year. You know, you don't be playing games with him if you're not really gonna bust that move. If he's really your guy, you would have shut that shit down from the very beginning.
Right.
You know what I mean? And Tony hit the nail right on the head, man. Because I've been thinking it, but, you know, you get on the show, other topics come along, and you really don't fucking think about speak on certain shit that you're thinking about. But Tony hit that shit right on the head. If Josh Rosen really was their number one guy from the very beginning, they would have shut that shit down from the beginning. You know, regardless of what they're trying to do or playing games or whatever else.
And they don't do it well.
You don't play with your fucking franchise quarterback like that. So obviously they know Josh Rosen ain't the guy. You know, so so Tony, for you, man, who said that you hit the nail right on the head, young man. I appreciate you saying that because nobody spoke on that. You don't play with your franchise quarterback like that. So they gotta go Kyler Murray, man. They gotta go Kyler Murray.
And when he gets to whatever club he's going to next, every time they play the Cardinals, he's gonna circle it on his calendar, boy. Why don't make players hate you? Cause boy.
Right, don't do that. But I'm gonna go ahead and slide up off here, man. But one thing for sure, and every year, man, I always got my guys in the draft, and you know this. But any guy that we pick, I always embrace them until they prove us wrong. You know what I mean? So. As much as I don't want Quinnen Williams, if they go Quinnen Williams, I got to embrace him because he's with us now. You know what I mean? So I have to. I have no choice. Yeah. Hey, man, I'm gonna get with y'all tomorrow, man. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy the draft. I love all of y'all, man, all around the world. Nana faithful, Nana for life. Over now.
There you go. Have a great time while you're down there too, Sean. Talk to you tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Sean. And there's a Lee sighting. Come on in, Lee. Well, some of these comments in the chat, they're like semi-racist, but actually semi-funny. Come on, man, that's not. Magyar, that's not true. Oh God. Hey, where's Lee? I've been trying to. I just said Lee. Lee, where you at, man? You got to watch Comedy Central to get really black humor. Black comedians pick on black people worse than black people. I mean, anybody, any other race too. Some of you guys need to be on TV. Hey, Phil. Yo, Phil.
Hey, Ronbo. I'm here.
Here we are.
How's
Phil.
it going?
Oh, it's nerves.
Are you
nerves
relaxed
going
now?
crazy. Yeah, it's like if it's like waiting for your wife is getting ready to go into labor, and the child is going to be due. You don't know. She could be in labor for like 20 hours, but here we are. We're waiting for that birth of the next big thing. Yeah.
Hey, so I spent most of my day messing with Chicago fans who think they're going to get Robbie Gold. I told them it's going to take at least a third-round draft pick, and then how are you going to afford it? Exactly. So, oh, man,
the cap.
Those guys are all thinking they got him now. Oh boy.
God, they think that's all they... And the price just went up because Tucker just went and got paid grand theft. Oh, Phil, Tucker just drove that price up. The 49ers are probably a little annoyed, too. I said, you know what? We had Robbie at 4-something. Now we got him 5-something. It went up $1 million because of the Ravens. If you're another owner, you call the Ravens, what are you doing?
Brock's probably having a migraine right now.
I know. Eating aspirin like candy, like M&Ms.
Hey, I did hear a rumor, though, today. Trading Armstead.
It's Armstead now.
I did hear the Solomon Thomas. But,
I heard Thomas.
We have a glut. We have a glut in interior linemen.
Yeah.
So that's why, Quinnen Williams doesn't make sense.
No, that's what I was thinking.
We've got too many interior linemen, and we've got too many as it is without him. So,
but Phil,
where
did you read about Armstead, though? That makes sense. Actually, more than
I read Armstead to New England.
Ooh.
For a third and a 7th.
That makes sense because Trey Flowers
New England lost Trey Flowers.
You're
They
right.
need a defensive end.
and
They've
Armstead
got
would come
3
in and fill that
third-round
void.
picks,
Yeah.
and Armstead's $9 million on the cap, so
Right.
he would get rid of that. So,
And it's expiring contract. I mean, Belichick loves those expiring contracts. You come in, I pay you
He
once and
does.
say goodbye.
Trent Brown, for example,
Right?
played him 1 year and then got rid of him.
That's
And then
that's
gets
that's the Belichick way.
Compensation pick. So I'm hearing Armstead to New England and we deal with New England a lot. seemingly.
Right?
So,
New England and Kansas City. That's our two teams. We
Yeah.
do not do business with the Raiders and the Giants. That's why I keep telling you, you gotta look at the patterns, guys. When's the last time we did a deal with the Giants or the Raiders?
Never.
I know. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
They don't like us.
No, but
and
I heard Armstead to New England for a 3rd and 7th.
That's too good. The 49ers cannot pass that up. It's like you're saying, they got plenty of guys who can play Armstead's spot. Let him go, and you pick up that 3rd and 7th, and we need all the draft picks we can get.
And then you clear $9 million on the cap,
And you
can
clear
roll
9.
over to next.
Ooh. Belichick's become the 49ers' savior. And all he's doing, Phil, is building a monster
we
that's going to
saved
come
him,
back and
too.
get him.
They wouldn't have won a Super Bowl without Trent Brown last year.
I know, right?
So,
His
I mean,
protection was
He protected
outstanding.
Brady.
Yeah.
So anyway, it pays off both ways.
I see that coming.
But I
I
don't
really do.
I don't think we're going to trade Robbie Gould. I think we're going to say play or sit.
Oh, and good. Phil,
And
did you
he's
say
not gonna
Robbie?
give up $5 million.
Phil, did you say Robbie Gould?
He's got to go
See-
back to his wife and say, "Yeah, I could be home, honey, but there goes the car, there goes the house, and we're going to be
Look
living
at that
on
four
the
guys.
corner in Chicago."
Hey, Phil, did you just? I hear you say Robbie Gould. See, everybody gets on me for calling. How do you spell or how do you pronounce
Well,
Gould?
Gould, actually, but
I know, yeah,
it's easier to say Gould.
because he calls it gold, we have to all be held to that. Every time I say Gould, hey, Ronbo still calls him Gould. That's because the way it's spelled. If you look at it, it's spelled gold.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Anyway, I'm working on it. I'm trying to call him gold.
Yeah, the other thing is, I think we're going to get Bosa, and it makes sense. One thing is D Ford. The reason Kansas City got rid of D Ford and got Clark from Seattle is because Clark's an everyday player. D Ford is a situational player. He can't play against the run. He's not big enough. So
That's true. He's not
they're
famous
only gonna
for
bring
playing
him
against the run. That's
forward
true.
during pass situations, which is 70% of your plays, right? Because you're in the nickel and most of the time in today's NFL. But he's not going to be in there on first down, D Ford. But Bosa, you can have there at first
that's
down.
true,
He's
isn't it?
75.
And Bosa does not have a
He's
problem
more
with the
like
run.
Clark.
Yeah.
So that's why they're two different players. But when you get in a passing situation, you got D Ford on one side, Bosa on the other, Solomon Thomas and Buckner on the inside. That's a hell of a
And they both
pass rush.
they both love the run. So yeah.
But I'm thinking wide receiver, 2nd round. I trust Shanahan on picking receiver. Whoever he goes with, I'm okay with because he knows the passing game. He was a wide receiver in college. That's his forte.
Yep.
So
And his play design, wide receivers, all they got to do is do what they're told. The ball's going to be there. Well, that's why, I don't worry about the passing game
You
anyway.
gotta adjust to the corner.
And it doesn't take a
The other thing
$50
is,
million
I'm
wide
thinking third round
receiver.
pick.
Huh.
If we pick up an extra 3rd round pick, we could go cornerback and lineman in the 3rd round. So
Right? See, now you can go ahead and you can get that safety if you see one that you know
Right.
is going to beat out the guys we got. Otherwise, don't bring any projects home. Don't do it.
No,
So
I
we
think
got
there's going to be some good players in the 2nd and 3rd round that could start for you.
Yeah. Because these guys are good at
And,
finding those guys. Look at Fred Warner.
And then if we get that 6th or 7th pick, we can pick up a punter late.
Robbie. and have him sit next to you and bother you and ask you questions all day. He wouldn't be here if you would have just stopped acting strange. So he's your guy. God.
Yeah. So, pick
I'll
up some
fix him.
special team guys, late picks. And then, playoffs.
So we're gonna go. Tell you what, Phil.
I'm thinking playoffs, Ronbo.
Oh, absolutely, playoffs. I just don't say it, but I'm thinking it because I don't want everybody. People get after me every year about this. Hey, Ronbo, man, what happened to playoffs? Okay, here it comes. I knew it. Gosh, Jesus. Can I tell you the truth? We had injuries. Nobody wants to hear about the injuries. So anyway, Phil, I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna see you tomorrow, and
all right,
and see if we can celebrate.
We'll see what trades they do. It's going to be interesting, but there's going to be stuff going on all
day,
all 4 rounds.
I know. All right.
All right. Looking forward to it.
All right, Phil.
Talk to you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Have a good night. And okay, so hey, Mark. No, get out of here. Are you serious? Mark, I love the logo too, man. Mark, he says, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. Let me in early before vodka kicks in. Oh, that's Mark's first got a message. Mark, thank you for the contribution, by the way. There's Mark saying, Mark, get you in here before the vodka starts to go to work on you, man. Go ahead.
I'm Ronbo. I'm with the man, the myth, the 49er fan, legend, Ronbo Sports. What's going on, Ronbo?
Mark, you, man. And Mark, before anything else, let me go ahead and celebrate your birthday Ronbo Sports style. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Happy night of birthday to my man Mark. So I'm going to do those hymns. Happy birthday to my man Mark. Happy Niners birthday to Mark. Yeah, Mark.
Bravo.
Hey, man. Mark, it's going to be your year, man. I can tell you right now, man. Any 49er fan anywhere this is their year. But we got in mind, man. We're discussing formula in this draft and other things, but wherever you want to go ahead.
Man, Ronbo, it's a hell of a week. Today's the birthday. Tomorrow's the first round of the draft.
Oh.
Friday, Avengers come out.
Ooh.
Friday, my Avengers come out, bro. I'm having a good week, man. So, I'm ready. I'm not gonna say the word forgive, but hey, I forgot who it was on that Nick Bosa stuff. That Trez and Trey. No, Trey.
Dre started off.
Funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny when dude came through about the Solomon Thomas. I was rolling.
Sean snuck up behind Trez.
Hey, Trez is my guy, dude. I agree with 95% of what Trez says. Right. But on this one, man, I ain't gonna lie. Now that I give it some thought, I do think somebody was leaking into the E-Fall because how many players have opinions such as his that we don't know about that they're not worthy of us digging it up. That's just what I don't like it. I don't like the stuff I read. I do think there's something to it. But when I got to thinking about it, how many players exist on these teams that have the similar thoughts and the old tweets, but they just not worthy of it digging it up?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't like it, but if we get them, whatever, I'm over it.
Yeah.
My pick, I still take Josh Allen, but I know why I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But, I'm just excited, man. Tomorrow's the day we get to find out who the first round is, and possibly if we sneak up back in the first round. I doubt we do that, but you never know.
Gosh, because you know what? If the 49ers, if they want somebody, they will give it up. I mean, they did it 2 years already.
Get him.
Yeah. So if they see a receiver they really got to have, they'll go get him.
Right. I was just about to say, if A.J. Brown is sitting there, or one of these other guys is sitting there, and it's the first round still, and they got a feeling or get a phone call, they got their little leaks or whatever, and they feel like they need to jump back, and they'll do it. That's what I like about this, this management. They'll do it. If they feel like they got to do it, they will do it.
Mm-hmm. They ain't famous for trading down, but they will trade up in a heartbeat.
Right.
That one time they traded down with Chicago, that was in an attempt to make Chicago make a fool out of them. They still got what they wanted to get, and they knew they was going to get it. See, that's brilliant.
Right. So yeah, it's exciting, man. I can't wait for tomorrow. You know, we got to get through the day at work, and you know, but when we get out on the way home, for me on my time, I will be checking, and hopefully I get home in time to see our pick. But man, I'm excited, man.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is. Like Sean said, man, whoever it is, we all got our picks. But at the end of the day, you have no reason not to cheer for whoever it is, because at the end of the day, if you don't like them, you hope they prove you wrong.
Yes.
You don't want, this ain't about you. This is not about you and your pick. Everybody, I want to get that clear, get that straight. This is not about you and your pick. If you don't like the dude, let's all hope he proves you wrong. Let's make you hope he makes you look like an ass. That's what you want.
It's absolutely true.
You know, that's
I'm still hoping Solomon Thomas can make all of us who did not want him. I hope he makes me. I will be telling Trez every day, Trez, you the man. You know, Sheik, all that group, man. Oh, McFly used to bug me every time.
Yeah, hopefully, whoever you don't like, man, hopefully he makes you look like an ass. That's what you should be hoping for if you're a true Niner fan, man.
Yeah.
That's just what's real. But
I
didn't have much, Ronbo. I just wanted to take the time to celebrate brother's birthday, draft week. We're going to do this, man. You know, I'll be calling in tomorrow after the pick.
All right, fam. Be looking forward to it and enjoy your birthday to death. But don't take yourself out so far, Mark, that you can't wake up until 3 and 4 in the afternoon.
Oh, no. I'm good. I'm good. I'm Ronbo. I'm 38, bro.
So you know. Quit doing that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. So. All right, Ronbo.
Have a good night, Mark. And look at this from Pacifica. Oh, shout out from Pacifica, California. It says, I'll be at the draft party in the Pier 35 and tune in to your show. Ronbo fanatics should have a meet up at the event. I love it. Thank you for all you do. Get your groove on 97B. Fam, and thanks for the contribution, fam. Have a party. Have a good time at that party. Go wild. And make sure you get at least one bowl. Since you're down in that area, if you've been down in that area, you got to have the clam chowder in the sourdough French bread. The sourdough French bowl. I love when they do that. Okay. Hey, Lee. Lee's always got the sound good. Lee, come on, it's late, Lee. We got to get the other phone calls. Lee.
What up, Ronbo?
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, Lee, go ahead, man, because, you know, I'm telling you right now, what the formula we were talking about a little bit when you called in earlier for 49ers success, because the 49ers, when you only have a few picks, boy, you better be doing what you got to get this right. And like Trey says, 3 of those picks need to be almost ready to plug and play.
Yeah, that's right, Robert. We got 6 picks, so we need to hit on them, like a lot of our fans have said, and it's going to be exciting. You know, can't wait till tomorrow. I like what Mark just said too. That he's right on the money. You know, it's not about us being right and our opinions being right. It's about whoever we draft. You know, hopefully they play out to be a really good player and help our team. You know, and whether we're right or wrong, if it's not the guy we want, as long as he performs, you know, that's what matters, and that's what true fans want. You know, we want us to be successful, so whoever it is. So whether it's Quentin Williams, Josh Allen, Nick Bosa, you know, whoever it is, just hopefully they come in and they help our team win. And it's going to be exciting. Like, I was just watching film. I was trying to break down who was better because I'm similar. Like, I think I prefer Bosa as the 2 pick, but you know, who knows who's going to fall to us, and we don't know who's going to go first overall, so it's going to be really exciting.
Yeah, that's the
thing. Because the Cardinals go right before us, and that could change our whole draft, you know. So
Lynch says he's ready,
I can't wait.
Whatever the Cardinals do, they said they're ready. So the 49ers must have like 15 different scenarios, man, just the first round alone.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, he's been talking about trading back, so you never know. You know, he was talking about that, I think, in his presser the other day. So it's going to be interesting, you know. And like you said, Trey was talking about us hitting on picks. You know, if the guy that they have number 1, if he goes for us, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if they trade back. You know, there's a lot of good players in the 2nd, 3rd round, and I think that's where this draft will actually be won, you know, in their 2nd, 3rd rounds, because there's a lot of talent there. There's guys that could be first rounders, you know, sliding back into those rounds. So hopefully we hit on those first 3 picks, and we go to the playoffs this season. That's what, you know, most of us would want. So I'm just hoping they do that.
I'm with you on that. I just and what I want to see, whoever they get in the first round, even if it's not my pick, I want to see how they incorporate it because I'm sure I'll be smiling. Probably in preseason. Oh, now I see what you guys did there. Okay, because Kyle is a brilliant guy, and also that's why he picked out everybody's favorite whipping boy, Bobby Sala. We're in that. Sal and I have that kind of relationship. I call him Bobby. But, I'm saying, Sal this year, if he gets weapons like he's getting now, look out. That guy's not an idiot. I really do feel it. When he talks, I could tell he knows what he's doing, but he's not well equipped. Now, he's got death-defying quarterbacks now. He's got a seriously aggressive linebacker that needs to heal up. He's going to have pressure coming off of both edges and DeForest Buckner, and it doesn't matter who's next to Buckner because we got 30 guys. We're going to do well.
Yeah, that's right, Ronbo. Like, you get Bosa, you get that extra pressure from the edge, like that gives someone to help Ford because Ford had, like you said, had Houston at the Chiefs, and he's also coming into a new scheme. So if we can get someone on the other side, that's going to help him. But then also you could get Quinton Williams, who's going to bring the pressure from the inside, and him next to Buckner, like that could be crazy. And one of them's going to be paired right next to Ford too, so it's going to help, all three of them. So it'll be interesting where we go, or you could go.
D-Buck probably doesn't even mind.
Or you could go the versatile route and go Josh Allen, and then you got a Sam linebacker and a guy that can come in to the line and rush on nickel situations. When we only have two linebackers out there.
Smith out of here, yes.
Exactly. God. I don't want to see Malcolm out there, and that's the thing. Like, there's so many options we could go. In the second round, there's guys like maybe AJ Brown, and that will be there, or there's safeties like Adderley and Savage. So it's going to be fun, And I heard Sean the Jeweler, he made me laugh last year when he goes, everyone's saying who it's going to be, but there's 90% of you all going to be wrong. And that was funny. And even this year, like, I know we were talking about Murray going first, but we don't even know if Murray's going first, as much as, how they were talking about, if Murray, Rosen was the guy, they wouldn't have built up all that hype around Murray, but not necessarily, because if you build up that hype around Murray, then it makes another team want to trade up, and offer them something to get in front of them, and then they can fill a lot more holes. Because when you've got those high picks, you want to build up the hype so teams are, we'll give you the house, and you might move back one spot like we did with Thomas that year.
Right, but they keep on selling Rosen lightly. It's a light sell, but they keep trying to sell him. Well, real quick, I want to get your opinion on this, though, because it makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Eric Armstead for a 3rd and a 7th pick from Belichick, who seems to like to really deal with the 49ers these days. Do you know Trey Flowers, Armstead would be the absolute perfect fit. 3, 4? Oh, there could be some substance.
Trading.
Yeah, that rumor has legs.
Armstead to the Patriots?
Yeah. Because you're not going to... Belichick doesn't want... He doesn't want Solomon Thomas, but Armstead, we get rid of $9 million. They get Armstead. We get a couple of draft picks. If Belichick made that deal, I almost can guarantee the 49ers do it. Real quick, though, what are your opinion on that?
But if you get a 3rd round, I'll do it, because you got Quinton Williams there, I'd say he's better than Armstead, and you also got Bosa, and I'd say he's better than Armstead. But if you're worried about filling that hole, which I don't think you would be, because we got a lot of tackles, you could just get Quinton Williams to fill that hole. We wouldn't need Armstead, and you also get that 3rd round pick, which is very valuable, Ronbo.
The thing is, if you get rid of Armstead, it's not a big deal. You got Sheldon Day, you got Solomon Thomas, you got DJ Jones, you got Contavious Street. The list goes on and on. Ronnie Blair. The 49ers are not hurting in the middle. Maybe for elite talent, okay, if that's what you want, you go for Quinton. Yeah. But otherwise, you got an army in the middle. So, you get draft picks is the thing with Eric Armstead. Well, so, we'll see.
Well, the idea you just bring up, the other perfect side of that too, is that you don't have to give Armstead that big contract, because that's coming up to the point where we're going to have to give him the contract or say, see you later. So that works out better for us. We save money, and we can use that money to give to Buckner. You know what I mean?
Or get Robbie Gould to shut up. Robbie Gould. Hey, Lee, we got to go. I'm going to tell you what, man. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? All right.
shout out to Sumi. Oh, show me the money, and shout out to Juvie Joe and all the Nighthawk fan club and all the guys in the chat and everyone that helps you, Ronbo, and your team. So thanks for everything you do. Go Niners. Can't wait to kill the draft tomorrow.
Thanks, Lee. Have a great day. And now we go to the man who used to heckle me because he kept telling me every day, oh, Ronbo, man, we're picking up Solomon Thomas. It's there's nothing can be done about it. You should really start to get used to that. So bring on now Sly Ocean Avenue McFly.
What's What's up, Ronbo? Can you hear me, Ronbo?
I can hear you, Sly. Dude, hey, what have you been up to, man?
Hey, I've been busy, man. I've been busy. I'll just leave it at that.
There you go. Well, Sly, here we are again, a few Solomon Thomases years away. And now, Sly, what are you formulating for this particular draft? How do the 49ers have to do to hit a home run? I mean, what are your thoughts in this draft?
Well, okay, so I honestly, truly believe, because I called in 3 years ago, I said we were drafting Buckner. 2 years ago, I was on that Solomon train. Last year, I got it wrong. I said Roquan, all right?
Everybody got it wrong last year. Don't feel bad.
Everybody
got it wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly, truly believe it's going to be Nick Bosa, man. It's good. Cardinals are going to pick Murray, and I'll be real with you, man. John Lynch, he's a Republican, man. He's a conservative. He loves Nick Bosa, man.
I know it.
He loves him. So, and I mean, Nick Bosa, people get mad because of the tweets. But, man, just because he's a Republican, who cares, man? Can you get after the quarterback?
Yes.
That's what matters.
Get the quarterback.
Can you get that quarterback? I don't care what are you, Green Party, whatever, Democrat, Republican. I'm here for football, baby. I'm here to win a Super Bowl. I don't care about that little Twitter tweet. Who cares about that, man? We're here for football, baby. You know how it is, Ronbo.
I do. But every time he makes a mistake, though, we're going to tie him up and we're going to play the Black Panther movie and put it on a loop. You don't like the Panther movie, but you know what you did today, Nick? You made 3 mistakes. You were going to sit here and you're going to watch this movie. Don't go to sleep either. We will throw water on you, wake you up cowboy style.
Oh, man. You know, he's going to say Wakanda for never, man.
But you know what? In America, you can't be condemned for your opinion. You know, your actions are another thing. But, you're attacking people on the street and calling them names and things like that. I mean, but if you're just sitting there with your own opinions, you can have your opinion.
Yeah. Exactly. You know, as long as he's not doing the stuff like Mr. Alden Smith used to do,
That bothers me worse.
Hey, yeah, exactly. So
what's the guy who knocked the girl completely out that got drafted by the Bengals?
By the Bengals.
I mean, he got drafted by the Bengals, the running back. Anyway.
Oh, the running back, yeah.
Right. Guys were saying we want to draft him. I said, we're going to draft him? I mean, Bosa hasn't knocked any women out.
No, he's a good guy. He hasn't done anything, no off the field issues. His brother's a class act. So I mean, they come from a good family, man. And we're not going to be worried about that stuff with this guy,
Yeah. Joey
Bosa,
yeah. Joe Mixon. Dudes kept saying.
Joe Mixon, yeah.
I got Joe Mixon. We pick up in the second round. What?
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I think we'll be good with them.
Man. So I'm saying if we could draft Joe for knocking a girl completely out on camera, I mean, he knocked her out.
Exactly.
We could tolerate that. We can't tolerate this dude.
A tweet.
Big difference.
Man.
Yeah.
Exactly, man. I want people to remember this day. 4 years ago today, Ronbo wanted Dario Green Beckham, baby. Don't ever forget that, people. He wanted Dario Green Beckham. He wanted that guy. Don't ever forget that, people.
No. Come on, McFly, let that share that. Oh, my God. Doyle beat Beckham's. That dude's out of the league already. You know what? He just got arrested a few days before I forgot what it was.
No way.
But yeah, he got arrested. Yeah.
Oh, man,
Green's
sorry,
got
man,
problems.
I had to do that. Sorry.
That's it. Beckham's got problems.
Yeah.
That's all right. You know what? I wish him well. Dude was a McFly. He was a perfect prototype. What was he 6'4", 6'5"?
Yeah,
he was pretty good. He's strong. He's running. Oh man,
exactly.
He can't stay out of jail.
He looked like Tarzan. He looked like Tarzan, played like Jane. Looked like Tarzan, played like Jane.
So,
man. All right, Ronbo, I'll let you go, buddy. I'll let you go. You have a lot of callers, so.
All right, McFly, man. Good to hear from you again.
All right, buddy.
And I can't believe you brought that up. I'll get you for this, McFly. Every time I talk to Sly, I'll get you for this, McFly. All right, man.
All right, buddy.
Talk to you later.
Take it easy, man.
God, I had forgotten all about AJ. Oh, we got it.
Yep.
AJ, what's up?
Well, what's freezing? What's happened with these Fizz News? Not knowing.
Oh, man.
Not knowing.
JJ?
Here, can you hear me?
AJ, you must be driving. You moving?
Yeah, I'm moving. Can you hear me?
It might break up, though. Yeah.
I should be fine. If you can hear me now, I should be fine. I got my earpieces in.
Cool, I can hear you. Yeah, anyway, we was going over the draft, looking at what would be the perfect form. And the 49ers got to find 3 guys in this draft that can help them out right now as the searching for projects is over. Because people come in and off this draft now, they're going to have a hard job beating people out. So they better be equipped to do so before we cut anybody. But AJ, what's on your mind, man?
I heard a lot of little things with, I don't know who that was. I don't know. Somebody named Mike and Trez or somebody. I don't know. There was a bunch of riffraff and ruckus, but no worries here, man. You know, I can care less about the, little, spit fat. But the sunshine ain't. I got a question, though. Everybody's talking about Nick Bosa's the #1 draft on the TV, radio, some people. It's like everybody's so generic. Everybody's so generic what they thought. I mean, can you think outside the box? This dude that's Quentin Williams, he's more versatile. Don't get it twisted that the fact that we need versatile players all day long. And you talking about the middle needs to be not touched anymore because we got enough in there. But I mean, if you're doing the schemes, I don't know what type of scheme you're doing, 3-4, 4-3, don't matter, whatever. But if the middle is breaking up on the edge, shouldn't it be easy for whoever is with the edge already, Buckner, to get that person? Because the middle, he gonna have to roll out. So with that being said, if you got a stud in the middle stopping the run, plus he's good at their pass. You got
no
Buckner
mistake.
on the side.
Yeah, Quentin's good.
You don't need no super duper stud to, like Nick Bosa, as they claim he is. If he's so good, why he always hurt? If he's so good.
He's like Jimmy. He throws his body in there too hard and can't take the impact, I guess. I got no problem with Quentin Williams.
His legs was massive. I did see him at the pro, doing a little pro combine.
Yeah, Nick's thighs are ridiculous.
That's the only thing I was impressed by, but I didn't see nothing else. Like, I mean, when he was in Ohio, his numbers wasn't jumping off the page like that, but that's what they're saying. That's what I'm saying. It's so generic. It's like the same thing when we had Solomon Thomas, and everybody was on this page, and we ended up getting him. But guess what? He's not turning out to what supposedly like we thought he was going to be, right? Is there a problem with that guy?
Yeah.
Right. So
Solomon,
what?
Solomon never put up Nick numbers. Solomon was good against the. Solomon was mainly good. The 49ers got Solomon Thomas to stop the run in the first place. That was his thing. Nick is good at coming off that edge because he can get to that quarterback. So they're two different players. But you know
the problem was, the problem was we had Tank Carradine. We had players that we should have been got rid of, and we ended up keeping. That's not. I mean, we had a lot of people that we picked in the middle. Wasn't whose fault was that? Was it the GM before John Lynch? Yeah. We gotta clean up. We gotta clean up that act. I don't think you should pass on Quentin Williams, but I tell you this:
they might not.
Let me go ahead and sidestep. They might not.
They might go for Quentin Williams. You know what? Here's the thing about the 49ers.
Go Josh Allen.
Yeah, well, Allen's not exactly plug and play. He needs some work. He'll be good in the NFL, make no mistake. But you want to get guys to hit the ground running right now. Allen, though, I would put him at the Sam and work him for a while until I can get him up to NFL speed. He needs a little more technique coming off the edge, but he's not a waste. So if 49ers pick him, ain't no point in getting mad. Quentin Williams is for sure not a waste. You get him in there, and the 49ers can devise new packages. The only thing is we do need more pass rushers on this team because we don't have that many. We got one legitimate, bona fide pass rusher. Maybe Quentin can do it, but that's not really his carrying card. So
what's D4? What's D4 character gonna be then?
Oh, he's definitely coming. He's definitely the quarterback killer. That's mainly his job because he's not all that when it comes to stopping the run. But as far as that quarterback is concerned, dude's in trouble.
Okay, so we got D4. You got whether you need a pass rusher on the edge, like you say.
Yeah.
The ones that's developing, I guess they just nobodies at the moment. But they just, I'm just saying, they just keep pumping up these players way before they even get there. I mean, you never know what this dude's going to turn out in the NFL. His brother was pretty good in San Diego. I mean, L.A. Chargers, he's decent.
Don't get me wrong. San Diego. So everybody calls him San Diego. I like calling him San Diego.
Yeah.
They had no business moving.
so L.A. Chargers is decent. That's the team I'm definitely on the AFC side going to be probably killing the game. But I'm going to digress on some other things, man. The fact that this dude, now this is my opinion, like how I'm going to connect the dots is he's talking about how Beyonce was trash. I mean, what you got that much time on your hands? You're not paying attention to your career, your sport, that your fundamentals that you got to go tweet about Beyonce being trash. Mind you, it just so happened that I know for a fact that when Beyonce did that Super Bowl, she got a lot of flack from the Republicans and all those people on the internet or whatever about how that was some type of Black Panther. What kind of that wasn't appropriate for this and appropriate for that. Man, she's an artist. Why are you critiquing her artist behaviors on thing? Mine is just dancing. So I guarantee you, this dude ain't just tweeting out Beyonce's trash because he just don't like her. I mean, you a man. Why are you tripping off a woman dancing? I mean, you're supposed to worry about either. I mean, she's a stud in her profession. Why are you tripping off her? Because it's more to it than that. On top of that, you got him talking about Black Panther movie. What the hell are you tripping off Black Panther movie? I didn't like, what movie was that? I didn't like that. Wasn't that good. And I was like, man, that movie was weak. Venom. The Marvel movie Venom. I was like, that was the weakest movie. But I'm not going to tweet it because it's not that serious. I'm not going to give it no tomatoes, like, you can do a little review. And I'm not going to do all that. It's not that serious. But see, that's when you know it's more to it than the dude Nick Bosa talking about, people talking about,
he may have been in a conversation with somebody. You know what? We only got the tweet. It could have been. See, that's what I'm saying. AJ, you got to make sure you got all the facts. It's like sending a man to the chair.
I'm just going by what we can't coddle the situation. I'm
not coddling it. I'm not coddling it. And Nick has learned now to keep his opinion to himself. We don't know where that conversation was involved in, where it came from. Maybe somebody asked him about it in the first place.
He's entitled to it. I'm not knocking it. He can be a reporter, a Republican. He can be an independent. He can be all that.
Yeah.
But my point is, my main point is that the fact that you're not even focused on real football. You so goddamn bored, or somebody's always in your ear about this black person, or maybe that man.
Okay, see,
I mean, what's going on? What's going on in your life?
But AJ, how do you explain?
Like, really checking it.
How do you explain a racist being around black ball players? I mean, wouldn't you get sick of that if you really hated black people that bad? I mean, wouldn't you? Can I have an opinion outside of the fact he may not like a few white actors too, or performers? I mean, he just did. We caught the tweets that they wanted us to see, AJ. That was a setup. It wasn't.
So
that's what I'm saying. You need to know everything about this guy before you condemn him. This is the only thing I'm saying. You can't get a partial piece of evidence and decide to be judge and jury. That's all, an executioner.
I'm not judge and jury, but I know I ain't gonna look that on. If I'm the coach and I know he got some issues with tweeting, different stuff, he's not focused. Like, I mean, aren't you supposed to be vetting the situation as much as you possibly can about who's focused and who's not focused on being in the NFL?
If all he's doing is playing with his Twitter, and by the way, he stopped doing that 2 years ago. If all he's doing is tweeting all day,
he should have never took it down. Nope, he should have never took it down.
And I agree. I agree. What I'm saying is, if you check out of football for the entire year to go work out in order to be able to get yourself ready for the combine, I think, AJ, he might be really working on football a lot. And like I say, 2 years ago he stopped with the Twitter. I think he's probably been focused on football a lot. So I don't know that we can say that if he's got a lot of time on his hands and he's talking about Beyonce and he's talking about the Black Panther movie and this and that, I don't know if we could just say that. See, we need the whole story.
Well, look at the history about all that going on. So, like, why is you like in layman's terms, why are you so adamant about going out your way about these different particular groups? Why? Why are you going so? I mean, you're a football player. If I'm a basketball player, I'm gonna play basketball.
I'd like to see all
his tweets. I'm
not
going to trip off of the politics. You know
That's true.
Oh, you didn't see the other ones about the high school stuff. I don't know if that high school stuff.
It's the world we live in. AJ, it's the world we live in, though. You've got many opinions about different things, right? It doesn't stop you from doing whatever you do, does it?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna give you a prime example. I was working in Concord. I was like 23, 24, and I'm doing a job. I'm working in Rancho Cordova, which is by Sacramento, a little suburb of Sacramento.
Right.
And we're going out to do different Lake Tahoe, Bay Area, Burlingame, and we're doing the job at hand was to basically put all the gas tanks in compliance.
Right.
Or the gas stations in compliance. Right. But I'm learning again, it was on the job training. Now this dude, white dude, didn't know kind of thing, but I had like one little situation that somebody was like, yeah, he don't like so and so, he don't like blacks, he don't like Mexicans. And that's just a little smoke. I was like, oh well, maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't care. I'm here to work. That's my whole attitude about it.
See? Okay.
Hold on, let me finish the situation.
Okay. Go ahead. Because we got to wrap it up.
Yeah, I was in Concord getting some things done. This dude literally tried to kick me. Told me he was talking about something. He was like, I'm going to kick you or something. I'm like, what are we talking about? Why is this dude? And, you're not working in such a situation where he was just an angry dude. And he literally tried to kick me. Now, mind you, I'm in Lake Tahoe. I was about to literally have him for breakfast. But I was like, okay, I'll probably go to jail. I was in Lake Tahoe. So I'm like, I'm going to run bunch all these rednecks. Don't tell them what they're going to take his side. And mind you, I told the people I was working for, they didn't do a damn thing. It's the problem that people are so complicit and complacent about these little situations. This is why the problems are what they are today in this world, because when you just don't care, you just don't care, period. You just don't care. Now, mind you, that's one instance. I was in the Navy. Give me that scenario. Now, mind you, I'm just tying this in. This dude literally got in trouble for hitting on me. And mind you, I didn't do anything to this white dude. Didn't do a damn thing, bro. But say hello when I'm coming in from the barracks, having one drink, playing pool. Now, he was in there in the barracks with these other compadres or people that he's seeming that he was with. They was in there making noise, acting a fool all night long. When I get there to say, what's up, dude? I'm on the top bunk. Hit him on his leg, like, hey, how you doing? And get on top of the bunk. He goes off, starts to punch me. I'm like, wow, what the? So mind you, when he get into the captain's mask or whatever, talk to the dude, the white senior chief officer was like, what are you doing getting in he's a straight-A student. I mean, he went straight to his side like he's a straight-A student. You're trying to derail him. What the hell's going on? Now, mind the people in there was on all cue about what he did to me as the attacker, the aggressor. But when you coddle shit, things go awry. And I hope if they do pick Nick Bosa, cool, I'm with it. But I guarantee you, we've been having enough problems with a lot of players with their antics. It's going to be one of them unfolding situations where it was like, oh, it wasn't nothing. And then later on, a year later, something's going to pop up. So
okay,
it is what it is.
But you know what, though? You ran into legitimate, bona fide haters. Now, Nick, there's no stories like that in his past, and there should have been one by now if that was the way he was. Right? I'm just saying, AJ, you got to discriminate between. I mean, if I'm walking down the street and I see you can see a skinhead, a Nazi, a Klansman, like some of the guys you apparently ran into. That's a different story, but we can't, AJ. We cannot just look at a guy by his skin tone or some comments he makes and assume that he's that kind of evil. This is just not the way we should do, because otherwise that makes you no better. Wait, I just want to say this. I just want to say this though. It makes it that you're no better than that guy. Why? Because I see you, you're white, I hate you. I will kill you. Now, why? Because you're white. See, that's what I'm saying. This dude you ran into, the two dudes you ran into, that's the way they feel. Okay, now you fight fire with fire. But I can't go around judging people, prejudging them, because that makes me as bad as some of the people we're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
So do you
got to give everybody a chance.
So do you think Nick Bosa is better than Josh Allen, Quentin Williams, all these other great picks. I mean, because they say he's number one. I don't know how he's number one, but he's good. Great.
Well,
I got that. But
I got to see him play.
What's the position that we need?
You know what?
Okay.
That won't come out until after they play. Well, you got to wait a few weeks or a few months into the season.
It's going to be real. By Saturday, we're going to see, and then by a year or two, we're going to see how much producing and how great he is as a player.
And then we revisit this whole thing, right? And we revisit this whole moment and this time, and we say, was Nick Bosa the best at the time? Was it Quinnen Williams? Or was it Josh Allen? But we can't know that right now. All they can do is go by the material they have now and make a judgment call. Maybe it's wrong. You could be, AJ, you could be right. You could be absolutely right. But, AJ, I could see you have some hostility and by some experiences you've been through, and I feel bad about it. You know what I'm saying? But don't let that hatred.
No, I just grew from him. No, I grew from it. I just know, and I mean, I've had several more stories, Ronbo, in the South. I worked in the South. I got several more. I mean, it's here. It's here to stay. But people like to lie about. Let's call a spade a spade. If you're gonna be a redneck and a racist, because I hung up with a racist.
AJ, did you say call a spade a spade?
Yeah. Call a spade a spade, boss.
I know, but I tell you, I don't see that in this guy. And there's a lot of athletes that you just don't have it. I mean, your average idiot on the street, okay. But we got to go, fam.
All right, but one more thing. You know what? I'm real good in forgiving because black folks are forgiving. I got my car working on a little battery situation.
Right.
This is a dude, Hell's Angel. He ain't supposed to be around black folks like that. He took his time to actually help get a wrench. We'll get some things done. We talked, and we had a little one-on-one consult. He was like, yeah, because if I was in the penitentiary, if I was with my so-and-so, I would have to basically spill out my hatred towards you, or if he was a Mexican. That's how the nature is of life. But he didn't do it that way. When they're one-on-one, it's a situation when somebody might need some help. He might have changed. Matter of fact, he was saying he was getting his Jesus points on. Now I'm gotta go on that. He's like, I'm gonna get my Jesus points on by helping you out. It was funny, man, but. I see what it is.
We live in a screwed up world, AJ. You're going to get these weird situations a lot. That's what I'm saying. You got to bounce off. But do not let it ruin you from inside. Right? Hey, we talk again later.
Just like the haters on the troll you got, man. Them trolls on your chat line, they be on some hate.
I know,
real
man.
Talk.
AJ, love you, fam. I got to go though. I tell you what,
love you, man.
Let me talk to you tomorrow, okay? If you get some time.
Deuces.
All right.
Yep.
All right, fam. Have a good night. Yeah, our world, man. I tell you, you can get consumed by the badness. You got to be really. Hey, is that Nighthawk? Hey, yeah. Nighthawk.
What's up,
Nighthawk, man? Tech issue. I'm sorry, Nighthawk. Yeah, hey, Nighthawk, man, we're just sitting here and trying to figure out what is the winning formula, Nighthawk. I mean, we're looking at tomorrow because John Lynch and the boys, I know they're coming in ready. John Lynch looks confident. They got to get first 3 rounds got to be kick butt. They got to get everything right. These guys got to come in. It's like Trey said the other day. They got to pick at least 3 players that are coming in ready to help the 49ers right now. Well, what are you thinking?
Well, like I said, I'm waiting for the draft tomorrow, so let's see what happens.
And by the way, you know, when you asked me that question, because I said trade down, the reason I said trade down, if I don't know, maybe they do want to use that second pick for something else, they could be setting the Cardinals up to do whatever they do. But if they let Kyler Murray come to number 2, I said trade down because they're going to get all kinds of phone calls right quick. So they got to make a decision real quick. If they get traded down.
I would like to have Josh Allen, but if they pick Bosa, oh well.
Well, the thing is, I'm saying if the 49ers may trade down in the second round, maybe not. They could take Josh or they could take Quinnen. What I'm saying is they got an opportunity to get a lot of picks now, but you don't want to go down too far because they got to stay in the top 5 or top 6. So if they can't, though, they would go ahead and pick Allen or Williams. My guess, because some people might say, Niners, give us a break, man. You going to keep Kyler Murray? No, I'm just asking. Okay. I'll give you a bag of Doritos and... Well, you said be serious. I'm being serious. Well, hello? Because the 49ers, if they get that Kyler Murray, other teams might want to get in that position to get him before another team comes trading up to the Jets or something. So the 49ers probably will get calls. So I was a little wrong on that. So, but anyway.
They might get a phone call. Yeah, but so you should trade down.
I have a feeling, though, Kyler Murray will leave the NFL if the Arizona Cardinals don't pick him. I have a feeling he will say, yeah, I'm just gonna go play baseball. He has options, but if he can get with Kingsbury knows him, and he knows Kingsbury. He probably already made it. He told the Washington Redskins last week, I ain't coming down there, y'all. There's no reason to come to see you. I'm not dropping down to 15. See, there's something really strange about that whole thing. So, and Josh Rosen, how they're toying with him, his feelings like he's not even a human being. It's just, it's crazy. So I think they're going to go Murray. I don't know why they're playing games, and they're not doing very well at it. So.
Yeah, who knows? They might trade up, or they might trade down, or they might get Bosa or Josh Allen.
Yeah. Well, it's their choice. I mean, they're number 2, so they can get anybody they want to, or they can trade down. They can do whatever they please. But they need to get players that are can come in right now, put the uniform on, and I can install you in the lineup. And maybe not for a lot of plays at once, but you're here now to help.
Yeah, but I can't say nothing. It's their move.
Yeah. We'll appreciate it, though. Yeah. I can't wait.
So what time are you coming over
tomorrow? The draft starts at 8 p.m. your time. You're in the East Coast, yeah. 8 p.m. your time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 8 p.m. And that up we go all night long. Especially in the East Coast. At West Coast starting at 5, so, it's going to be like 8, 9 o'clock, maybe, I guess. Was it 3 hours? How long does the draft last? Seems like it goes on forever. 32 picks. Until we get to 32 and you get Mr. Irrelevant. No, I'm talking to Mr. Irrelevant is in the 7th round. I forgot. I'm sorry. Yeah, the last dude.
Round. Yeah, they have 7 rounds.
Can you imagine? You get picked in the 7th round, the last pick. I mean, you gotta tell everybody. Yeah, hey, you play in the NFL? Yeah, I'm in the NFL. What round did you get picked in? 7th? Yeah, the Patriots picked me up. Patriots? Wait a minute. The Patriots won a Super Bowl. The Patriots picked you up in the 7th round? Yeah, no. Hey, wait, guys. I just got Mr. Irrelevant here, Oh, hey. I got to go find out who was Mr. Irrelevant last year and what is he doing? Is he playing? Chat, who was Mr. Irrelevant last year and is he still in the NFL?
I think he did. I think he picked him up, remember?
I remember because he was like, he made big news because when you're Mr. Irrelevant, you make big news. And I wonder, did he play? I don't know. We'll see.
We'll find out.
Yeah. All right. And now, anything else you want to add? I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight. Okay, and now I'm going to get a holler out, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right?
Okay.
Niners! Nighthawk.
Yeah, before I go, I want to give a shout out to the Nighthawk Club.
Yeah.
And hit that light.
There you go. Well, my man Hawk. Have a good night, Hawk.
Good night.
Oh, God. And it's the pizza man's son. Chat room, I just want to remind you, we're trying to talk football. Take that political... I really hate getting pissed off. It's a football chat, guys. Give me a break, will you? God. All right. Hey, the pizza man's son. Go ahead, man.
Yo, Ronbo. What's the word, man?
NFL 49ers. going on? Hey,
NFL 49ers all day, every day, man.
Oh, man. So anyway.
We representing down here in Texas.
Hey, what's up?
All the way in Texas, baby. Faithful forever.
You know what? To be in Texas and be faithful, 49er faithful is serious because you got Cowboy fans all around you all the time. Man. They must be taking shots.
I give them that work, Ronbo. I give them that work.
Good.
Every day, all day.
And let them know that Dak Prescott is not getting paid no $35 million.
Dakota Rain is not getting $35 million. He's not getting that money. Jerry is not about to give that man that money. He's gonna be fighting forever for that little bit of change.
Because Russell Wilson, everybody thinks because Russell Wilson got $35 million. I guess I got to go to the next level. See?
Yeah, no. Dakota Rain is not worth $35 million. He's nowhere near Russell Wilson. He's never going to be Russell Wilson.
I know.
So I give him that work on a daily basis out here, man.
Well, I love it. Great times. Cowboys lost how many people off defense? I'm loving it. See, people don't see. Somebody said the Cowboys was going to be in the playoffs next year. I said, what? The Rams still own the West. What? Yo, hey, is anybody paying attention to what's happening to these teams? Rams, the 49ers are building up. The Cowboys is losing personnel. The Rams is losing personnel. The Cardinals they're pretty much, what are the Cardinals right now? How do I describe the Cardinals? The Cardinals are in build. They're in limbo. And the Hawks, I ain't scared of them no more. Nick Mullins beat them.
Not at all.
Come on.
Now I'm gonna give you this. The Hawks, they got a tough little running game right now. Still,
they do. It's real good.
Running game. So it's something to contend with. I mean, plus they got a legacy right now that they building. A strong playoff run year after year. So they got something to be a little nervous about. But at the same time, I mean, we building a unit. We got a squad. I mean that starting unit. If we run with Juice, if we run with any of the running backs. We run with Dante Pettis, you know what I'm saying? And we put Kittle on the field at the same time. Like, we have a offense that can be run in so many different ways. You have so many different weapons to contend with just in that unit right there that, I mean, we should cause trouble. We should run up the score on many teams coming season. I truly believe it. I truly believe it. Who do you guard? Who do you guard? Again, you run Juice. You run, let's just say Jarek, you know what I'm saying? We don't know what he can do yet, but let's just say Jarek.
But you know what Tevin can do.
Outside. And Kittle, who you guard? Who do you really guard? You know what I'm saying? How many different variations of plays can you run with that unit right there? You know what I'm saying?
And no matter what they take away from that offense, there's always several options. See? That's man.
Absolutely. We should absolutely put up, I would say, 27 points a game this season. I say 27
easily.
Points.
That should be an average.
The issue is
we got a defense.
We can't score too fast. We can't score too fast though. We're gonna have to save our defense because we have a defense and we had a pretty decent defense last year. The issue was they were on the field entirely too much and too long.
Yes.
And you can only defend for so long. I mean, you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna get tired. Like it's gonna happen. So this season we have to do something because my fear is that offense that we have is going to be so potent that they're going to score so quick and so often that the defense is going
to Chip Kelly disease. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we got to find some sort of balance.
But the way that Kyle's offense seems to work. And last we watched that last 5 game that Jimmy G first came in the league. They nickel and dime a team. It's like they punch, jab, and then they hit him with a haymaker. But that's after 4 or 5 minutes of possession, right? And so that means now their defense is on the field way too long. That's why the 49ers defense wasn't even that good year before last. They looked good that year. That last 5 games, 49ers was playing some defense.
Yeah, they did. They finally got it together. They reeled it in. They got it together. I think that coming into this year too, you know what I'm saying, we'll have kind of some continuity. We'll have some players that's been together in the same place in the same system for some time. They understand Robert Saleh's philosophy or whatever, and I think that we'll be okay. Now, I mean, that defensive line, we do got to tighten it up. I know everybody's talking about this Nick Bosa nonsense. It's nonsense. Listen, Nick Bosa, we do not need Nick Bosa. We will be okay without Nick Bosa. I promise you that. I mean,
But
in
you got
all
to pick
honesty,
somebody in the first round, though. Who'd you pick?
I'm taking Quinn. If Quentin Williams
Yeah, I
is
know.
available, I'm taking Quentin
And they
Williams.
might. Because I tell you, you never know exactly what the 49ers are doing. So they might.
Listen,
we got a lot of guys in the middle, but they still might pick with him.
I'm gonna throw a wrench at you though, Ronbo,
Go
because
ahead.
everybody's stuck on defensive line. And in all honesty, I know we got Richard Sherman, I know we got Jason Verrett, and I know both of them are quality cornerbacks. Both of them are getting up in age. My wrench is trade back and draft Greedy Williams. Greedy Williams will be the best player in this NFL draft. Greedy Williams will be the best player in this year's NFL draft. I guarantee it. There is no cornerback that is that long and that rangy. You cannot, how do you complete a pass over him?
He's got good
what,
speed.
2 and runs like a 4.3 40? Come on, man. Greedy Williams is that guy. I really think we should trade back and draft Greedy because, I mean, we only got Richard for so much longer, man. He's only going to be.
He says he wants to play safety. 2 years,
exactly.
And then he's going to play safety.
That's fine. So
you know what?
Greedy, you let Greedy play on the other side.
The pizza man, son, I got to tell you, that is the most intriguing thing I've heard probably in weeks. Nobody mentions Greedy. I keep forgetting he's even in this draft. And there you go.
Because everybody's stuck on the idea of defensive linemen. There's like 47 defensive linemen available in this draft. Like we can draft 2 defensive linemen later in the draft and plug and play and see if we can get, some action out of it.
But if you get Greedy, he's got to play now. Now that means you're gonna make who are you gonna make sit down? You're gonna make Verrett sit down?
Verrett's expendable. We don't know what his capability is. We've seen him play all of 6 games. I've
never seen him play before. Actually,
I'm exaggerating. I'm exaggerating, right? I'm exaggerating, right? But he hasn't played very many games. But he's played very well in those games.
Yeah.
But we haven't seen him play a lot of games.
No, that's true, and he does get injured in taking himself out. Fam, you know what? We got to go though. Tell you what, that was fun. And Greedy Williams, and nobody ever said nothing about Greedy. That's impressive. All right, let's see what happens.
Greedy Williams. Greedy Williams. We gonna see,
Pizza Man's son. All right, fam.
The Pizza Man's son, man. Faithful. I love y'all, man. Blessings.
Back at you, fam. Look for it. Come on back tomorrow if you get some time. Be looking for you.
Absolutely. I'm back.
All right.
All right now, Ronbo. Easy.
Hey. Down in Texas, the Pizza Man's son came in here and said, Greedy Williams, get up off that defensive line. It's greedy. I like it. And Jordan Perrin, what's up? He says, a lot of talk from Rich Eisen that Williams is going number 1. Really? Rich Eisen said that? Oh, you know what? The Pizza Man's son said greedy. You're talking about Quinnen. I got thoroughly confused and consumed by what? Greedy. And Rich Eisen said Greedy's going first too? Yeah. And the Cardinals are very strange. It's like Tony said, that group is so dysfunctional. They may do anything right now. They're not making any sense. We'll see. Hey, it's a big show. It's a big show on tonight. Show!
Also known as Grant Cohn's brother, Skip Bayless's son.
Grant, boy, God. I haven't even read him the last few days because I didn't feel like being brought back into a space. Grant can put you. Sometimes I like to read him though just to go bash him, but Grant's hilarious. But go ahead. What do you think?
He's kind of right. He's kind of right at sometimes.
Rarely.
You've got to give him
really
credit for that.
But what's really fun when you go into Grant's, before you even get there, people are already working him. Grant was charging people $1 a hit so you come in. I think he did that just so you can have the privilege to beat him up.
Grant should come on this show and see how I get worked on already. I barely log on to your YouTube and I'm already being called out.
Everybody knows you, man. But a big percentage of people love the Big Show. Not everybody likes to work
yeah,
here.
I know. Yeah. Anyways, Ronbo, we are less than 24 hours away from dreams being crushed, from the fire of John Lynch calling our calls coming down from the stands, from the we're 24 hours away from seeing who the real 49er fans are.
Do we have? Well, I'm not going to ask you what is going to be the destination for that category. But go ahead. What else? This is yes.
And we are also 24. People are so afraid to trade down. There is no there's no Group 2 tire players in the top 10 if we stay in the top 10. And not only that, people don't understand that we could also acquire a 2020 first-round pick for next year's draft, and we could go into next year's draft having 2 first-round picks. And we could always trade that first-round pick away.
Are we so good that we can afford to skip past the number 1 picks?
We're a couple of players away from being really good, Ronbo.
That's what I'm saying. So why would I now? I'm not going to be at number 2. This is like an accident this year. Am I going to be at number 2? We're not Cleveland. We're going to be at number 2 and number 1 every year, so we can afford next year. Don't worry about this year. Let's trade back. Next year we'll be back at number 1. We'll take the top pick.
If we trade with a team in the top 10 this year that is most likely going to be in the top 10 next year, then we have a high draft pick next year, and that could be a huge advantage to us. Should we want to trade a player?
Most likely going to be in the top 10 next year.
Look at the Jets. They're not going to make the playoffs. Look at the
you think so?
Tampa Bay. Look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're not going to make the playoffs. The Buffalo Bills are not going to make the playoffs. The Detroit Lions. They never make the playoffs.
And they're all saying the same thing about us.
Make the playoffs.
Yeah.
But they don't have the quarterback that we have and the coach that we have. So this
is why I'm trying to tell you. I don't want to miss out on the best player. The 49ers not going to be back at number 2 next year. I can't see us getting injured like we did this past year. So you know what?
I
need the number 1 playmaker in each round.
We will be fine without Nick Bosa, okay?
Trade down. Where you going? Trade. Let's skip past this. Trade down. Who are you trading down to?
There's the Buffalo Bills. There's the Denver Broncos, who John Elway has a great relationship with.
Didn't the Buffalo Bills almost make the playoffs last year?
No, he didn't, actually.
Where are they drafting?
They're drafting at number 9, and the Broncos are at 10.
Well, the year before last, I guess, was when they almost made the playoffs. Okay, so the Bills are number 9. The Bills are number 9. And the Broncos number 10. So you want to trade down with either one of those, or are you going to go even less? Because you and Mike, you guys don't care where you land. It's about trading down.
There's the Detroit Lions.
Where are they?
The Detroit Lions at 8. They're at number 8. Number 6 is the Giants. I forget who number 7 is.
I wish people would take the Giants off their list and the Raiders. You guys, you're not going to get any deals from the people. Okay, let's. Okay, 8, 9, 8. You Giants, 6, 5. These people need to trade with the 49ers for what reason?
To address their pass rusher need or to address the quarterback they want to select.
And what do you hope?
Because the Washington Redskins, it's been reported today that they're really exploring the option of trading up into the top 5.
What position? They're at 15. Am I right?
They're at 15 or 13 or something like that.
So you're willing to drop to 15, and what are you going to get back in exchange?
There's T.J. Hawkinson there.
I mean, how many? What are you going to get? You're going to get a third round pick. You're going to get a. What are you going to do?
You're going to get round 15 at least a second.
Because this better be a nice package, Joe.
You're going to get at least a second, a third, and a first round pick next year.
All right. Now you think the Washington Redskins are going to give you a second, a third, and I want a 5th round pick too.
It costs 2,600 points. It costs 2,600 points to move up to number 2.
All right. So,
and that's what they're most likely going to be giving us is a second, a third, and a first round next year.
Okay, now who are you drafting at number 15?
There's There's TJ Greedy Williams can fall to 15. There's TJ Hawkinson.
There's that name again. Greedy.
And I'm surprised you didn't even pick a tight end in your mock draft. I was going to bring that up to you.
There's not enough picks. And you know what? You got to get the tight ends I want. I got to get in the first round. I only want Hawkinson in front.
Yeah. So there's really good tackles, which we need to address eventually because Joe Staley doesn't have much time with us. There's Andre Dillard out of Washington. There's Jonah Williams could possibly fall down to 15. There's good players that are going to be in the team still, Ronbo, believe it or not.
I don't want
all of the top edge rushers.
I want playmakers. I want the best.
They are
playmakers, in the
class. Though. They are playmakers.
You know,
they're going to be playmakers.
Yeah, well, according to you, but the stats and everything else says you need to stay in the top 5 to get the best this year's offer. I mean, this is just it. We're not
and
in
Nick
here first.
We're not in. Doesn't say he's worth a top 5 pick.
Damn right he is.
He's
and
not
this
a playmaker.
is not year number 1 where we're trying to rebuild. We're just trying to get a bunch of picks and see what we got. No more developmental time. I need 3 guys, just like Trey says. I need 3 guys that I could set on the field right away. I don't want a project. I don't want a guy that I need to develop.
We won't be getting developmental players in the top 10 or in the early teens. I can guarantee you that. There are no projects or anything like that of that type of caliber player in those positions. This is a really good draft class, Ronbo. It's really, really strong.
So that's why I want to get the strongest of a good draft class. Why do I need a drop? I got my brains beat out all year to year 2 and 4 and 12, and now I need to settle for the second level players. I'm not coming back to the number 2 position next year.
Trading down to better our team.
No, you're just adding bodies. You're just adding quantity.
And that's what we need because of the injury history with our current players that we have now, Ronbo.
No, I want the best of the best. That's what I want. Give me them guys.
Well,
if you want to get quantity, do it 2 years from now. Not now. So, Michelle, I forgot it's getting late. We got another call we get. And Michelle,
all right.
We'll be back tomorrow to celebrate trading down, or you're going to congratulate me for getting the pick I want. All right? You and Mike.
I don't get what's happening, but I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Night show. Hey, let's go out to Marin and get Mike. Mike!
Ronbo.
Mike, it's been fun here tonight. You always, working out and talking football, there's some similarities. You still get worn out.
So here we are, Ronbo, after months of debate, after people saying the players that they want, arguments, debates.
Raging arguments. We do this every year.
All of that kind of stuff. Here we are, sitting on the eve of it all, getting pumped. I want to make something clear here, because a lot of people keep saying, well, why is Nick Bosa rated the best pass rusher? How is Nick Bosa worthy of a top 5 pick, the last caller? How is he worthy of a top 5 pick? Let me tell you exactly how this stuff works, okay? There's people who watch every single snap that the player gets. How many times does the player win against the player across from him? How many times does he lose? Then you start looking at his traits. Then you start looking at his technique. All these things are taken into account for. Nick Bosa has been thoroughly researched. His play has been critiqued. Josh Allen has. Quinnen Williams has. All these guys. It's all been looked at. All of it. Every single snap they do. So because Nick Bosa got a soft core injury, all of a sudden he's garbage and he's going to be a bust, people say. It's not going to work out. He's injury prone because his brother's injury prone, or his brother's had some injuries. His dad maybe had some injuries. I don't know. But that's how these guys are critiqued. Every single snap they take is critiqued, and Nick Bosa wins, man. It's a fact. And when you win over 35% of the time, that's called elite. that means you're the best at it. It's elite. And that's what Nick Bosa is. He's elite. And he is going to be elite in the red and gold, Ronbo. He's going to come in here, and he is going to give our defensive line the balance that we need, because we got D Ford on the edge. He's going to come screaming off as the Leo. Then you're going to have to force Buckner just causing hell in the middle. And then you got Solomon Thomas, he's going to be eating those guards up, Ronbo. Solomon Thomas, you guys got to cool off on Solomon, man. When he's on the inside, he's going to do damage. And then you're going to have Nick Bosa. Ronbo, this line is going to be dominant. The line's going to be dominant. But with that being said, I want to bring something else to the forefront. Don't forget about the back end. I agree with that caller a couple calls ago that was talking about the corner situation. Greedy Williams, I don't agree with that at all. Greedy Williams may run a 4.37, and he may be a press man corner. He may be rated up there high by some of the mainstream media guys. But he's real skinny, Ronbo. He's got to get stronger. You can't be a press man corner in the NFL without being strong. You got to be able to punch that receiver in the chest. And these big receivers, they'll eat that guy up. They will eat Greedy Williams up. So until he gets strong, if he can get strong, then I agree, he's going to be really good. But there's other corners out there, corners that aren't being talked about as much.
Hey, Rock Ya-Sin. Oh,
Rock Ya-Sin. And Ronbo, Rock Ya-Sin battled it out with Deebo Samuel at the Senior Bowl. And let me tell you, I really like both of those players. Those guys were going at it. They were going at it like animals. And I like both those guys, Rock Ya-Sin. And then you got the kid from Kentucky, Lonnie Johnson. You got the kid from Michigan State, Justin Lane. You got the kid from Michigan that I just looked up the other day. His name is David Long. His measurables are comparable to Jason Verrett's. Some of his drills were better than Verrett, and I watched him on tape, and I'm like, wow, he's got some snap, So I think don't neglect the back end. I think they do need to address that in this draft, and I want to see if Akello or if Jason Verrett's out there, great. But if Akello is out there for some reason, I want to see these guys doing press man and punching those receivers in the chest and disrupting their routes, because now we're going to have a better pass rush. So the quarterback isn't going to have the time for those receivers to be running around. So if they disrupt them at the line, that's what they really need, So
I tell you, I can't wait to see how this develops. And like you say, the secondary, if Verrett's healthy, though, I can't wait to see what are people talking about. I've seen him on film, but you only get so much from that. So Verrett's everything that they say is going to be in a bag of chips. You got two Pro Bowlers on the field at the same time back there. This is going to be very interesting as long as they stay healthy.
Yeah, I agree, Ronbo. Verrett's amazing. And there's one other thing I wanted to say. I thought there's three things that the Niners need to do. One of them, move Solomon Thomas inside. The second one, put Travarius Moore back at the safety position. And the third one is put DJ Reed into the slot corner where he belongs, because DJ Reed is a corner. He's not a safety. He played corner in college.
He even said so in an interview. He even said so. I can play the corner, but I like playing because he tried to make him a safety. He doesn't like safety that much because he does, like you say, he likes to play the corner. He wants to play on the outside. But he does well.
He can play. He can play on the outside too, Ronbo. He did in college. I saw him do it, and I know his measurables aren't great. Even his speed, he's like a 4. But he's only like a 4.51, and he's not really tall. So I mean, that's the thing. But I saw him play outside in college, and he was good. And I mean, the Niners, for some reason, they have this fascination with saying, we're going to do this with this guy, and we're going to do that with this guy. And
they got to stop doing that. You bring a guy in, if he's good at whatever you see him doing, let him do that. Otherwise, get another guy for that. God, I really wish they'd stop doing that.
Absolutely. But, Ronbo, one other thing before I get out of here is Josh Allen. I'm okay with it, Ronbo. If it happens, I'm okay with it. And Quinnen Williams
as well.
And Quinnen Williams, if that happens, I'm great with it, actually, because you know what?
Williams he's nobody's that's nobody's second pick. This is why when people start talking about trading back, why do I want to miss out on these guys? Why?
No, you
Just
you
for the
don't,
sake
you
of
don't.
trading back? That's BS.
You really don't. And if you start looking at a first-round pick in 2020 and a second and third-round pick in this draft, now you're missing out on the cream of the crop in this draft, which is going to elevate your defensive line big time right now.
Give me the
And a lot of those players, when you drop down into the 10, 15 range, they're players that they do have question marks. They do have question marks. And these two guys at the top, they're rock solid as far as I'm concerned. We're gonna do well at the top.
As they call them, safe picks. That means you're not going to be wasting your first round pick. You're so high up there, you get the best. So I guess I look at last year. I look at Bradley Chubb. I look at Quentin Nelson. I look at Baker Mayfield. I look at Saquon Barkley. These guys all stood out last year. Why? They were at the top of the heap. So when you start picking around down below here, chances are you're not going to get the best. So that's why
they were at the top, and they're a safe pick because they have a high floor. They're already that good, and they can only get better. They don't have a low floor. They're not. They could be a bust or they could be great. It's not like that. There's not that variance with these guys. These guys are already going to be good. They know that.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing that can stop that, God forbid, is injury. That's the only thing that can stop that. But that's all, Ronbo. That's all. That's all.
All right, Mike.
I know. Hey, also one other thing, if they get Quinnen Williams, they still got Shane Ray, and they still got Ezekiel Ansah and a few others in free agency. All right.
That's true. I forgot about those guys.
Rom-
Everybody else has too, apparently. All right, Mike. Mike, I'll see you tomorrow if you get a chance, huh? All right.
Ronbo, thanks for all you do. I'm gonna call you tomorrow from the draft party. All right.
All
buddy.
right. Let's see if we can get a good connection. All right, Mike. Have a good
All
night,
right.
fam.
Sounds good. You too. Bye.
And because I tell you, man, boy, the 49ers trade back, that will be, I don't care who they get between Nelson and Williams and Allen and Bosa, but if they trade back, I'm really going to thoroughly I'm talking about puking right here on here. I don't know. Get the ace. Oh, Steva.
So, Ronbo.
Stev, is it, you know how Big Show does? He always gets me worked up. He's still preaching about trading back. I don't want to trade back.
Ronbo, do me a favor and answer Big Show's calls before me every time. Shut up, Big Show, though. Shut up, everybody.
He always gives food for thought, doesn't he?
No, yeah, it makes you. It gives you a perspective you'd never dream about, never thought you would ever think about. So yeah, I mean, I appreciate Big Show for giving me a new perspective that I would never want, but it's good. Anyways, Ronbo, I'm gonna make the Nick Bosa haters mad, but we're less than 24 hours from seeing Nick Bosa's name, knock on wood, being with the 49ers, Ronbo. That's what I'm excited about. I'm waiting. And it's gonna feel that much better with all the nonsense going around his head, and I don't know. It's just I don't know. I'm excited though.
No, and you should, because it's like Mike just pointed out. Bosa, it's not just some bunch of guys got around. Hey, we like Nick the best. Look at his brother Joey. How about his dad? Should he be number one? Why not? No, that's not the way it works.
Exactly.
So when people keep asking, why is Bosa number one?
It's the opposite. You know, a group of guys got around and said, well, how should we hate Nick? Well, this is how. So let's hate Nick. You know, it's like, I don't know. It's like it's the opposite. They think that the guys who like Nick Bosa just got around and said what you said, but it's actually the opposite of the haters of Nick Bosa. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I know. I just want the best player for the position we've been aching at ever since 2014. We've had lackluster, mediocre, non-existent, get their butt blocked by every offensive lineman in the league, edge people, and now there's one of the best sitting right there. If he's there at number 2, you take him. You're not going to get this guy every time.
People don't realize the luck that we've had. Like I said last call yesterday, how it was actually a blessing in disguise that Jimmy G went down and how our season went down as we're the number 2 pick. This is actually a blessing in disguise because we have the opportunity now to be one of the few teams in the league to have a franchise quarterback in Jimmy G and a franchise edge rusher in Nick Bosa. Plus, I didn't even mention D Ford.
I know, right?
Mentoring Nick Bosa.
That's a lot of pass rush.
I mean, so we'll be one of the only teams who can say they have an elite edge rusher and an elite quarterback, which is power, Ronbo.
It is. That's how you win championships. But
exactly,
the Patriots are an oddity that nobody can actually figure out because they win games sometimes with just discipline. They're not exactly really extremely talented at every position, but they, like Belichick says, do your job. They all do their job very well. So, you know.
I mean, and you know the whole tweeting and all that Nick Bosa nonsense. It's I think what I could speak of. Shout out to I forgot who was speaking of it yesterday. One of the callers, but it's like, you know, you hang around friends and you just joke around. I do the same thing, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I have all types of friends of color and everything, and you know, I'm Hispanic, so I have white friends, I have black friends.
Yeah.
We're all just one big group, just, you know, and like you said, it's just whatever. So I'm pretty sure, like the other caller said too, that any of these guys, if you really want to dig deep into the tweets and all that, and
you'll
whatever,
find something incriminating, you know.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if Nick Bosa, if I'd have seen him playing in nothing but private schools with nothing but white students for his entire time since he was a little kid, all the way till he got to, and maybe he doesn't even go to Ohio State, he goes to school where predominantly the college, which is unrealistic, then I think maybe I can make the draw. Nick Bosa's been surrounded by black players all his life, and now I need to look at him as a racist? That's just stupid. I do not believe it.
That's it.
Otherwise, he would have been discovered by now, right?
Yeah, I think people take stuff too serious in America. It's almost like, come on, people, you know, just live and just stop. Like it gets annoying, you know. You can't really do anything. You have to be walking on eggshells the whole time. I mean, even, you know, it's not fun.
No, you know, and it's never going to end in anybody's lifetime. But at the meantime, it'd be nice to see some practical common sense applied. If I'm Nick Bosa and I hate black people, I am not going to play baseball, basketball, or football. I'm going to learn to play golf or I'm going to swim where I could not have to deal with black people all over the place, right? Since I'm saying, if you're going to get real stupid with this, then get real stupid with it. I mean, if Bosa's really racist, then why is he always being seen or with other colors?
Yeah.
I can't go.
It's dumb. It's dumb at this point, Ronbo. But after he's drafted, we don't have to worry about all the nonsense. Because I'm confident, Ronbo. I mean, why would we draft Quinn and Williams? Okay, listen, I would be fine with drafting Quinn, but you
same here. He's a good football player.
I mean,
no doubt.
I mean, the Patriots just exposed the Rams. You go to the outside and you beat them that way.
Yeah.
If you have Buckner and Quinnen in the middle and expect D4 to stop the run outside, it's not going to really go well as having Nick and D4 and Buckner and Solomon in the middle. It's more balanced with getting Nick Bosa.
Right. Now you've got a complete ambush closing in on the quarterback. There's no escape. You know, you got pressure, extreme pressure up the middle. You've got elite players all over the defensive line coming in from all angles. Right. That's perfect. I got Quan Alexander and Fred Warner back there backing that up. I like this setup. I like this setup.
And it gives time for D4 to rest a bit on plays. It gives time for Nick. It just keeps
the rotation.
You could swap Solomon. You could even try Solomon at Nick's spot for the hell of it at some point.
Because you can afford to do it
for a play or two.
So, Steph, we got to pull up Steph
in the inside.
No, I can't wait to see him experiment. Steph, I tell you what I'm going to do, man. I'll look for you tomorrow if you got some time, huh?
All right, Ronbo. Can't wait to join the show and see you and hear you all.
Oh, yeah, same here, fam. And we're going to
It's
find
gonna be
Big Show.
exciting. Hey,
Big Show
Ronbo, it's
coming to
awesome.
get you.
Because for some reason, Big Show is always right in these drafts. So please don't make
He
him
was
right.
right last year, but he didn't. By the way, I just want to say he picked Fred Warner last year, but I went through and
That's what
checked
I'm saying,
all his
yeah.
mock drafts. He didn't put Fred in his mock drafts, though. So I just meant to, God.
Ronbo,
right.
did you create a mock draft?
Yeah, I did it earlier tonight.
All right, I'll go look for it then.
All right, fam. Well, actually, I just did a little while ago before we got into this. So, all right, fam.
Oh, did you? All right, I'll go watch. All right, Ronbo, have a good night. Thank you.
You too. All right.
Later.
Oh man, you know what? It's time to quit. You guys, I'm telling you, man, with the black and white stuff, give me a break. Okay, let me see if I can get somebody to talk some football here. Okay, let me go to 505 Albuquerque, New Mexico. God dang it. Okay. Hey, yo. 505. You know what? Albuquerque.
Yo, Ronbo.
Yo. Hey, wait a minute. We've talked before.
How you doing?
Yeah, what is your name?
40 Angels.
No, maybe, yeah. This is a new one. Okay. 40 Angels. I got to remember that. All right.
First time caller. I've been watching you for years, brother. How you doing?
Thanks, fam. I'm doing great. It's a little disturbing tonight by some things that are being said. But you know what? It's going to be okay. We're going to rise above all the madness, all the BS, and get back to football and win some games, and everybody should be happy then. But what are you thinking? You know what? The draft coming up, and you got to hit a home run this time. You got to get 3 guys in this draft that got to be heavy hitters. They got to be the guys you put on the field that make a difference, the playmakers. Because actually, that's all this team needs, about 3 solid players out of this draft. We got 6 picks. So, so what are you thinking?
Here's what I think, Ronbo. You're absolutely right. And the whole political issue it's too much, man. So, number one, no trade out. We ain't got to trade.
Big Show.
I mean,
yeah, let him know.
We ain't, yeah, exactly. Big Show, I'm sorry, but we can't trade, man. Come on. This is our chance. We've sucked this year.
Yes.
Tell you what, I've
Last
loved
year
Nick
too.
Bosa. I've wanted last year too, the year before. I've loved Nick Bosa. I've dreamt about Jimmy Bosa. I thought we were going to get Jimmy Bosa. We didn't get Jimmy Bosa. I was pretty pissed off. Once I saw Jimmy Bosa going through the whole issues with the contract.
Oh, you mean Nick?
Issues.
I'm Joey.
Joey, yes. Joey with the San Diego Chargers. I wanted him back in the time when I thought maybe we could get Joey. That didn't happen. So, yes, I've been wanting Nick Bosa since we lost Garoppolo. Since we lost Jimmy, I thought, well, maybe we got a chance for Nick Bosa.
Yeah.
Anyways, I wanted Nick Bosa. The whole political issue, throw that out the window. He's a great player. Great player. Comes from a great bloodline. The whole political issue, yes, he's commenting tweet like the other caller said. And at the same time, yes, okay, he's got his issues. So what? I mean, he's a great player. At the same time, he gets injured. The whole issue with his contract, with his brother's contract, brings up red flags, right? So I'm thinking this. Nick Bosa, although I've wanted him, I'm the one screaming Quinnen. I mean,
and that's not a bad pick. And you know what? It's not like it's a bad pick. Quinnen that's fabulous.
Not a bad pick. Think about it this way. Everyone keeps saying, hey, why do we need another lineman? Well, this is why. Same reason why we need another wide receiver. I think we got great wide receivers. We got Trent. We got the weapon. We got Goodwin. I mean, we got good wide receivers.
Don't forget Dante Pettis. That's my boy.
Dante Pettis is actually Dante Pettis, purple hair, blue hair, pink hair. I don't care. He's Dante Pettis. He's gonna freaking score, brother. He's gonna score. He's awesome.
God.
He just needs a little bit more experience. You know, he's a rookie. He's gonna do it. Here's the thing.
This year.
Same thing with the D line. Once we get someone else there, Solly. I never wanted Solly. I think that's a whole issue with our general manager. I love him. Lynch just, he went to school with him. He ended up telling me, you know what, you do good, we might pick you. Well, he did. He lived up to it. I did want Reuben Foster. We got him. That didn't work out. Okay, cool. So either way, Solly, man, that was a shot. We shouldn't have got him. Anyways, yes, he's not playing the position, whatever. Okay, just like the wide receivers, I think we need to bring the best players that we can get, Quinnen, and that D-line. Yes, we can trade Solly. I've never liked Solly. I think if he can do good, I've never liked Tom Solly. I think he's just I know, hey, kudos to him. He's done great because, the loss of his sister, and I'm not going to forget that. I did have a best friend who committed suicide. So, hey, I mourn that every year on that date. So I do understand to a point. It wasn't my sister, it was a best friend, but it wasn't my sister. So kudos to him. He struggled. He's done what he can do. He played out of position. At the same time, hey, this is football. Best man up, right?
Yeah.
So whether play him on the inside, on the outside, I still think that Quinnen is the best man for the inside. Quinnen reminds me of the Cowboy. Nobody's brought up the Cowboy. Remember the Cowboy and freaking Patrick Willis? I mean, the way we had our lineup with a linebacker set up back when Harbaugh was in there, I mean, the Cowboy was the one guy who kept just going up, just bullying everyone straight up. Remember the New Orleans games?
I know. Nobody's going to forget that.
People up. He
dragged that offensive line all the way back to grab Drew Brees. That was special.
By the caller, like nothing. And that's what I miss. And so, yes, Joey Bosa, like I said, Nick Bosa, I love him. He's awesome. The whole political crap, throw that out the window, man. I mean, that's political. I live in a 505 Albuquerque. Yeah, I deal with the Cowboy fans, this and that, blah, blah, blah. So, it is what it is. I mean, if you're going to tweet things, okay, yeah, maybe when you grow up, you stop tweeting things you shouldn't tweet. However, all right, he's young. All these kids are young. The young kids, they're coming in. Bottom line is we need to add substance. The D-line needs some substance. And I think that Quinn Williams is going to come bull rush. If you time the D-line and the edge rush coming in, the D-line should be more disruptive. You take Solly out, put Quinnen in there. We got D Ford in there. I mean, come on. I mean, either way, it's either you can compare apples and oranges. You're going to say, well, Nick Bosa is going to freaking come up off the edge. He's going to trap the quarterback. He's got nowhere to go. True. And if we get Bosa, you know what? I'm for it. I'm not going to feel bad.
And the same thing I got Williams. I'll take Williams. I got no problem with that. And I don't know what to expect tomorrow. We get ready for Williams. I tell you, 49. It's 40 Angel, right? 40 Angel. We could both be wrong. Angels. They may be looking at Josh Allen the whole time. 49ers, you never know what's going to happen with them. Because I didn't even see Solomon Thomas coming that year. So, we'll see. We got to go, fam.
Yeah,
I tell you what.
That. Okay.
I mean, tomorrow we'll be in after the draft. We'll actually be in during the draft, but after the draft, we'll talk about it. But that's going to be late night, though. Actually, you're 2 hours behind, Callie?
Actually, no, I'm an hour ahead. But you know what, Ronbo? I just moved to Wisconsin, so I'm up here in Wisconsin. I almost went to that 49er. Yes, I almost went to that. I came right the month before the 49ers played the freaking Cheeseheads, man. I was pissed off that I couldn't make that game, but I'll go next year.
All right. Anyway, if you got some time, see you after the draft, okay? Hello?
Brown, number 2, if we can jump back into first and pick him, hey, we need a wide receiver. Number 2, I appreciate you. You're awesome. I've been wanting to call for years, but I just haven't been able to. It is my birthday, and would you be able to give me a birthday, brother?
We should have done that right off the top. All right. All right. Hey.
I know. I didn't know. It's first-time caller, brother. I'm a rookie.
For 40 Angel, he said, we're going to treat him like a true freshman since he didn't know. Hey. Happy 90th birthday to the 40 Angel. Happy 90th birthday, 40 Angel. Happy. Get ready for this. This gets really crazy now. Birthday to the 40 Angel. Hey, no, get up back and sit the ball night, man.
I appreciate you, brother.
Thanks, fam.
Thank you, my man. I appreciate it, man. I've been waiting, and I freaking appreciate your show. Hit that like, brothers. Hey, if you guys got Chromecast, you can hit the like more than once. I hit it about 3-4 times. You just hit the like, get out of that channel. Yes, if you got Chromecast, hit the like, get out of that channel, come back in, hit the like again. I hit it about 3 or 4 times, brother. So I'll be calling now that I got it down, and love you, brother. Have a good one, man.
Thanks, fam. Love you back. See you tomorrow. All right.
Quinning.
Could be. Could be.
Yeah. All right, brother.
Hey. Yeah, that, you know what? It really could be Q-Dub. I have another dub to cheer for. Because I still got the J-Dub bunch, of which I can't get no support. Hey, we got some J-Dub bunch, though. Hey, Scott Boudre. Thanks, Scott. He says, hey, you are a highlight of my life. Thank you. Thanks, Scott. Just having fun, fam. Oh, man. Oh, and that's Lawrence Park again, who says, and Lawrence, thanks for the contribution, in less than 24 hours, boasts a 49er shout out. What I really wish is it doesn't separate us. You know, this is football. We're not talking presidential races or district voting. What is going on with this? Put it this way. I'll trust that Lynch and Shanahan are not going to bring an obvious racist in the locker room. This is madness. This is just, the contemplation of this is just ridiculous. Oh, man. Let me see. Hey. Okay. Hey, what we got? Hey, Tyler!
Ronbo.
Man. Tyler, what's going on, man? Hey, we're looking for the perfect formula for the 2019 draft.
I'm going to need a let me holler at you.
And now, an installment midway through the show. I mean, actually, we might be 3/4 away. Wait. For the 15th, 16th through the program, an installment of Let Me Holler at You.
Now, this is a twist. This is a good one. My man, Will.
Tyler, you get disconnected? We lost Tyler. Or Tyler, did you forget to charge your phone? Is he there? Tyler, you're still there. Tyler, we can't hear you, man. What happened to your audio? All right. Let's see until Tyler get back in. Daniel, SF495249. This time tomorrow, this team will be primed to make a playoff run. Gotta trust Kyle and John. Make that D ferocious, that old potent, and here we go. Tyler, I hear some noise. Tan and Violet.
They got me checked out, Ronbo.
Hey, Tan, I saw that Tan and Violet love this show, but rarely comment. Tan and Violet, you got to get on in here, man. Tyler, go ahead, man. You were about to let me holler at you. Go ahead, holler.
Oh, you didn't hear me at all?
No.
Oh, okay. I said,
Will.
Wait. Wild Bill, I said Quinnen. Quinnen. There's no T. All right, go ahead.
All right. My Let Me Holler At You was a good one. It was to my man Will. Did a great job just stating the facts. You held nothing back. Facts don't care about people's feelings. Will came in straight up, gave the explanation of the truth. Couldn't be more proud. My man Will.
Yeah, we got to go along that path. Tyler, you disappeared again. Are you still there? Tyler, your phone's having some
yeah.
issue. Okay. And you want to add to that?
Did you hear me?
Yeah, you liked what Will said, and you gave him kudos. I heard it.
Yeah, he's the man. So that's my guy right there. And dude, I think now I don't like his big show saying like he knows we're gonna trade back. It's like, dude, you don't know if the Cardinals will pick Kyler Murray or not.
Yeah.
You're trying to say that you know. Now, my man
He doesn't
Joe
care
Klatt,
if they take Kyler Murray or not. Show is trading out of number 2, regardless.
that's flat out stupid. The only way I'm trading out is if the Giants give me a call and give us a 6 and 17 for the 2.
Okay,
That's the
that
only
is
way I'm
almost
trading out.
workable. And the Raiders aren't going to call. And I don't see the Giants calling either because the Giants, Tyler, we tried to offer the Giants incredible loot. I mean, we were going to give them a package that was going to be better than the Browns, and they wouldn't even call back and see if the 49ers had a counter offer. And the Raiders, we tried to get Amari Cooper, Khalil Mack. Lynch even went down on record saying, I had a better offer than the Bears. They won't even talk. See, that's what I'm saying. Both those teams can go straight to the proverbial place. I'm sick of them. Both the Giants and the Raiders, they just want to clown the 49ers. That's why I want Lynch to stop calling them 2 years in a row.
Yeah, and the Giants know they got away with one, and they know one of the Super Bowls they shouldn't even have.
Yeah.
They know that oh my God, man.
Why you got Parcells writing books saying that Bill Walsh was a cheater? See, there's a really bad thing going on between the Giants and the 49ers.
So all of a sudden being great makes you a cheater? Okay.
Yeah. Well,
that's how this world
according
works.
to Bill Parcells. I can't believe he just released that book recently, too. I mean, Walsh is dead, can't defend himself, and there's Parcells releasing this dirt. Oh, man. Come on,
man, we
Bill.
can't lose. We can't lose because if the Cardinals take Kyler Murray, Nick Bosa's sitting right there. If they don't take him, then I would assume we get 4 phone calls. One from Washington, one from maybe the Giants, definitely I think one from Cincinnati and Denver.
Yeah.
So I think we'll be getting
Especially
phone calls
Washington.
for Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray,
15.
dude. Yeah. And then Kyler Murray, I was watching this film review on him. This guy is like, look, if you're a young quarterback, you want to emulate his throwing motion. Kyler Murray is probably the most accurate mobile quarterback I've ever seen coming out of college anyway. Oklahoma does such a good job with getting quarterbacks that can throw the football with extreme accuracy. The touch the ball comes out of his hands with. Now, like you watch Josh Rosen's film review with this guy was doing a film review on Josh Rosen. People say it was all of Josh Rosen's bad O-line. They don't watch any film. Josh Rosen was missing a lot of things that he shouldn't have. For example, there was this deep pass. He had the guy open, and he hesitated and then threw it late, and it was incomplete. And also there were interceptions that he just missed a wide open guy. And there are also times that he looks over at a wide open guy on that side of the field and doesn't throw it.
Yeah, he's Josh is going to need. They're not getting any calls. They're not going to get a first-round pick. I don't know why they thought they were going to get a first-round pick anyway. And now Arizona's in panic mode. Josh's feelings have been totally abused. I mean, Tyler, if you were Josh Rosen and all of a sudden they come and says, well, we decided to keep you. Well, if I'm Josh and say, well, you know what? Don't do me any favors. And why'd you keep me? You know what? I want to be traded.
And they're like, oh, no, what do we do now? But the thing is, I can't,
if they're actually not going to draft Kyler Murray, I would imagine they sat Josh Rosen down and talked to him like, hey, don't listen to all those rumors. He's like, we're keeping you. It's just we're trying to buy some hype to get maybe a trade or something, whatever. But I think if they really were not going to pick Kyler Murray, then they would have told Josh. So, like, I think they're going to pick Kyler Murray. They're just going to have to find a trade probably during the draft. They're probably going to make a trade during the draft. And then
for Rosen or Murray?
For Rosen. They're going to have to trade Rosen during the draft.
Yeah, that's what they can get. They're not going to get a first-round pick.
No, they'll get a second for him, though. Maybe a third.
Maybe.
So I think if either way, as long as I don't want to trade back 2 or 3 spots and gain 1 or 2 picks, because then we miss out on Allen, Bosa, and Williams.
I know, right?
No,
it makes no sense.
If we're going to trade back, go to the mid or late round and get a bunch of picks. Because don't trade back 2 spots and then miss out on one of those 3 guys. Make sure you get one of them if you're going to trade. Just don't trade at all unless you're going mid to late round and acquiring a bunch of picks. Because, I don't want to miss out on those guys if we really didn't move back very far. So,
well, one thing we do know, the 49ers are not crazy about moving too far. They're smart enough to know if I'm at number 2 this year, I earn the right to be at the top of this food chain. Why would I be dropping back after getting my brains beat out all season? Just so I could drop back and get some players second tier or less? No.
Yeah, they wouldn't give it up for OBJ. I don't think they'd give it up to move back 2 spots.
I know. And also, the Chicago trade, they moved back 1. They abused Chicago. If they can abuse the Cardinals or the Jets, okay, fine. But can they? Because, treating down way down the list, and I'll bet you there was more than the Chicago Bears that called in for Trubisky that year, too. So I don't think they're crazy about dropping back too far.
Do not be too surprised. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I don't think it'll happen. But I think it'd be cool if Shanahan made a phone call and traded back into the first round to pick up one of those Iowa boys at tight end.
Now that's what I see happening. I see him trading up. Yeah, because we don't need 2 6-round
back
picks.
into the first. I would like to get back into the late first and pick up one of those Iowa boys and pair him with George Kittle, and then make Selleck the 3rd tight end, and then we can get rid of Cole Wick.
I'll give him a 2nd, a 5th, and next year's 3rd. Man, let's go.
Yeah.
Tyler, you know what? We're out of time. I didn't realize.
We don't even need to give up that much.
Well, I'm just saying, if I really want that, because the 49ers, if they really want a player, they go all out. They overspend. They do everything to get it. When they want their man, they're going to get him. So
they could give up a 2nd and then Armstead or something, and then probably get back into the late
everybody's
first.
favorite trading chip. He could be gone though.
Or Solomon Thomas.
We really got to go, Tyler. Let me see you tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, fam.
Definitely. All right. Hey, I'm gonna be praying for this team. All right. That's gonna be scary, man. I'm gonna be nervous at school tomorrow.
I know it's gonna be
I'm gonna be hostile. I'm gonna be like, nobody talk to me.
Yeah. And no pats on the shoulder. Don't touch me. Just stay away.
Yeah. All right. Niner Empire, Niner for life. Forever faithful. Jimmy G, stay away from the hose. You know how it is. Bye, Bum.
Bye, Bum. He goes, hey, Jay Balsetta. Is that right? Yeah. Thanks, fam. Contributions always appreciated, guys. I really appreciate it. Thanks. 575, you're in what's going on in Artesia, New Mexico? Good line. That's 3rd call from me and him. Well, actually, one was in Wisconsin. He hasn't changed his phone yet. Hello, who is this? Hello.
2017 NFL Draft. The San Francisco 49ers select Reuben Foster.
What up, Ronbo? This is Caesar, bro.
What's up, fam? Hey, wait. Hey, let me... Wait. Let's...
Did you hear that?
Hey, wait, hold on a second. Let's get rid of Carlos Daniels and put the block on him, please. That's it, Carlos. Thanks, Carlos. Love you too, fam.
No, thanks, Carlos, taking my time up, man. Thanks a lot, Carlos.
Okay. Hey, I was a little burnt up there for a second. What is your name again?
This is.
Hello? Uh-oh. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, there you are. Hey, what was your name again? I was distracted for a second. What is your name again?
This is Caesar.
Caesar, come on in, man.
Yeah.
What's up?
Nah, not much, man. Just had to join the show today.
Yeah, it's gonna be about like tomorrow. You see, because 49ers, they feel like they got to get at least 3 players out of this draft in order to make a serious impression in 2019. So, hey, what are you thinking?
Yeah, we at least got to get, like you said, at least if not 3 men, that give me 2. At least 2. I'm not asking for much. At least 2 gems. 2 starters for sure. Because once you start getting about 3rd, 4th round down, you're not guaranteed a starter. And I came in with that intro for the Reuben Foster pick.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah. Well, I came. Remember a couple. What was it?
So
last
exciting.
week I came up with the intro with the Solomon Thomas pick.
Yeah.
And this is my point. We don't we can't afford for another pick like that, like a 2017 draft. We cannot afford it, man. For real, this is crucial right here. This pick right here is so crucial. And man, I just hope the front office is they know what they're doing.
You know what? I got to feel. You know what? They're going to be better this year than they were last 2 years, right? Because they've learned a lot in first year, and the second year's come and gone. They looked better last year. Remember, Carlos, I can tell you, last year, Caesar, the first year, they came in, they were late. They didn't even connect with the scouts yet or anything. So they just did that by the seat of their pants that first year because I think Shanahan was still in the Super Bowl. Him and John Lynch hadn't gotten together yet. They didn't have a plan yet. Last year they had all year to plan, and they got it done, right? And then this year, of course, they've had all year and lots of experience. I expect a really good draft this year.
Yeah, but if you really think about it, Ronbo, they've all those picks that were starters last year, they really didn't have that competition, to where they pushed them. I think they really didn't have a choice with them. They were just like, well, we ain't got nothing better. Let's play him, And then we did start seeing them play throughout the season whenever starters started going down.
And that's the thing, because when you get as many injuries as the 49ers have, that's why you got to get solid depth. That defensive line? No?
Yeah.
Cesar, that defensive line's got some serious depth. I am impressed with what they finally did. There's no wimps playing the 49ers defensive line right now. If we added Quentin Williams, it would be a plus to an already stacked line. Somebody would lose a job, but we still would be. That's one of the best defensive units as far as rotation goes in NFL. I gotta believe.
Yeah, that's why you can never have enough pass rushers, and honestly, we don't have enough pass rushers. Really,
I know we got a lot of defensive line, but we don't have a lot of pass rushers. We got one.
Hey fam, D Ford goes down. Who else are we gonna have for pass rush?
Oh, that's very worrisome.
This is the point that I'm getting to, Ronbo. Is we can't have any more silly draft picks like 2017. We need a hit on this pick. It's crucial. We need a hit on this pick. So this I can't
I can't wait till tomorrow. You know, we'll see what happens. But it's obvious though, fam, that we are gonna go defense, right? I'm not gonna say who I want, or you know, I agree with some of the picks that the fam's saying and all that. But from what I've been hearing is we all agree we are going defense, right?
Yeah. You know what? I would bet that any amount of money on that. That's got to be the case. So yeah. They got to go defense.
Yeah, that got to be it, man. Oh, yeah, and Ronbo, today I was listening to NFL Channel 88 on Sirius Satellite, and they had Josh Allen and Quentin Williams on the interviews. And one thing that stood out to me when they were interviewing Quentin Williams, after the Quentin Williams interview, they said, "Man, this guy looks so young. He's still a kid, man." And then the other guy's like, "Yeah, I kind of question that because he's gonna go in there, you know, wherever he gets drafted, he's gonna go in there with grown men. The mentality is like different from the college. You know, he's gonna have to grow up quick." And he still
which one said that?
Like
was that Quentin Williams talking about Josh, or was that Josh talking about Quentin?
No, the person that was interviewing.
The interviewers.
The interviewers were talking about him after the interview with Josh Allen and Quentin Williams. Josh Allen, he sounds more like a family man, like you know, I don't know.
Well, he is.
Like you wouldn't expect any like nonsense or bullshit, you know.
Yeah, he's got a child.
He sounds humble. He sounds like a humble guy. So does Quentin Williams too. But who knows? Who knows who we're gonna pick? You know, all eyes on John Lynch on number 2 tomorrow.
Yes, indeed. Coming up real soon too. Tomorrow, I tell you, it's gonna be crazy all day.
Yeah,
it'll be fun after we get through watching who else picks who. You know, because I want to see where some of the rest of the guys. You know, because everybody's got a favorite here and there. And tonight, a Greedy Williams fan. Ain't nobody said nothing about Greedy. Nobody said anything about Greedy until tonight. He said, "Go trade back." There's what was it? It's Texas, the Pizza Man's son. Yeah. Pizza Man said, "Go trade back."
Yeah, I heard that.
And get Greedy Williams. I said, okay, this is new. Nobody's ever come up with the Greedy Williams trade back.
Hey, was Schultz still? Is he still on the what's that Michigan guy, Rashad guy? Is he still on him?
Big Show.
Yeah.
I don't even know. He hasn't said who he wants in particular. He just wants to trade out and get a bunch of picks.
The linebacker for the Wolverines.
So I'm getting a note here saying Big Show likes IHOP. He likes to eat. So he's a Quentin Williams fan. You're not going to get Quentin Williams trading down though. So that's what I'm saying. If you trade down out of the elite, then you get the next level. And who is that? So that's why I don't want to leave the top 5.
Yeah, Ronbo. What there was the analysts, the people talk on Channel 88. You know, all the people, all the interviews and stuff like that. They were talking about they're like, hey, once you get out of the from like the 6th to the 7th below, you know, your percentage of getting a starter, finding that gem is your percentages are way lower than what it is at the top 6.
That's why they're ranked down there. They didn't just throw them down there because they didn't like them. They're not that good. They're good, but they're not top level good. You know, because like last year,
right,
I wanted Bradley Chubb.
They're gonna find out. They're gonna find out whenever they go up against grown men. So. Yeah,
I know, right?
So
that's a scary thing.
We'll see what
This
happens.
is why I like Bosa.
Being
Being a grown man is not going to stop him. Mentally and physically, he is ready. This is why I like him the best for the draft. But we're going to see. Maybe the 49ers see something else that somebody else they like better. And whatever they do, I'll embrace it. I'm okay. But I got my fave. So.
Yeah. Hey, and if Solomon Thomas is hearing that, hey man, keep eating, having those cook-offs with Chris Jones.
Did you see that? That was DJ Jones.
Just keep I seen that video and I was like, yeah, Solomon, just keep eating, bro. Like do what you need to do. Just give me about 10 more pounds, 15 more pounds on you.
And did you see DJ Jones go over there and taste it? DJ's face, you know when food tastes good, you can't fake it. DJ tasted that steak and his face lit up. He didn't want to look excited, but he did. And he said, okay, not bad. I know anybody else enjoyed that, but
that shit did look good, huh?
I did. I wanted to taste the way DJ's face looked. It looked great. Hey, fam, we got to go, man. Because it's getting really late, later than I thought, actually. So I'm going to get out of here in a minute. But anyway, fam, see you tomorrow, huh?
All right.
All right.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man, and like the great MC Niner said, I'm gone.
I love it. Good night, Cesar. Woo. And hey, Texas. The Texas boy is still in here. Hey, give it up for the Texas boy. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Texas boy behaving. I mean, and he ain't. Are you guys beating up on Texas boy? Jeff Tan says he must. He's been with us every day this week, and from beginning to end. We're gonna get him a red shirt pretty soon to put a 4-9 on it. Texas boy, you know you a closet Niner fan, and you should be. And Dak ain't gonna get no money. And then you got the arbitration and got all problems. Then you got to start your second string quarterback. And then you're going to get your brains beat out. You guys want to trade up? If we don't get Warman and we get Kyler Murray, you can trade up. We'll give you a good deal. Then, and we go to, hey, is that Justin? Justin! Justin. Did Justin pass out? Justin. No, Budman's you got a good point. They don't necessarily have to be the shiznit. They might not. They might could be bust. But you know, like last year, Justin. Maybe it's our phone system. Justin?
Hello?
Justin!
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Justin.
I think the phone is acting up right now.
Yeah, it might be. It's getting late. I'm running out of gas here in a minute anyway. But hey, Justin. Hey, looking at the ideal draft, what are the I'm going from Trey's model of what was got to be done. 3 guys out of this draft got to mean something. 3 guys in this draft have got to hit the ground running. This is one of my main reasons why I do not want to trade back. And if you're going to run a risk, run it on the best that you can find. What are you thinking?
I was going nuts. If you saw me in the chat over when Joe said trade to 15, I was going nuts. I was like, what?
Whoa, man! No! Trading to 15?
I was like, 15. I was like, 15. You use all the good players that you could probably need. I understand training back to like number 5 or like number 3, but like 15. Draft greedy. Are you out of your mind? Are you not? The last call before the show, he said draft greedy. I'm like, are you? No, what? No.
Some people just like a lot of picks.
We do not need a cornerback. Bono, that drafting a cornerback in the first round will make me mad. I won't even watch a 49er game when we draft a freaking cornerback. And the freaking first round. Are you kidding me?
You know what? Greedy may not be a bad player.
Draft a cornerback. Does that make any sense? No. Hell no. Hell no. We will fire anybody who makes that dumb decision. We can just reverse it. Hell no.
It's going to be interesting to see where Greedy goes in the draft, though. You know what? Greedy might be top 10, though.
No, what? No.
You don't think so? Where do you think he's going to picked up?
I think he falls to freaking 23 or something like that. There's no way he's top 10. No.
Greedy do not like Greedy.
No. I really don't, because I don't see the hype. I don't see the hype behind him. don't like. I don't know. Show needs to like when I want this. When tomorrow I'm going to call in. I will call in and I will send you email when I'm going to call in because I want to call in a three-way with Big Show. I really want. If we draft Bosa, I want a three-way with Big Show to know that he was wrong. Gosh, it makes me so irritated. He's gonna say, "Oh, we don't need Bosa." We don't need Bosa.
You know what? I feel Bosa, even before the tweets campaign started, he was getting a lot of hate. Well, I figured it was because people wanted somebody else, so they started tearing down Bosa. And that's normal, but I don't know if you watch him play. I'm trying to understand how come he looks so bad to some people. I guess because he didn't play the whole season. People hate that. That really burns people up. That he left after 3 games and went and got ready for the combine and draft, and people aren't happy with that.
What smart player wouldn't do that? What smart player would not do that? What smart player would not do that? What smart player wouldn't do that? Are you telling? I was going off on Zion when he got injured and he still wanted to play. I'm like, bro, chill up and get ready for the draft. I'm like, these clubs,
it's a business.
They don't get paid enough.
Nowadays, that's the way it is. You don't get paid in college. Yeah. And which the NCAA is out of line with that, too. The players should be able to share some of those profits. College football makes some way money. That's why them coaches getting paid higher than NFL coaches. God.
Yeah, John Kay got like a lucrative contract, if you saw that, from Kentucky. That was a ridiculous amount of money.
Because they got ridiculous money. The players aren't getting any money. And they get and alumni and boosters, they contribute to that pot. Players can't have nothing. They catch you out there taking a photo with a fan, and the fan gives you some money. Hey, he's disqualified. What? No. I just had my. I didn't know. They laid. I was going to give the money back. Are you serious? Oh, what do you got? Shoe deals or anything like that? Players should get paid, and that has nothing to do with what's going on into the NCAA pocket.
I don't hate on Bosa for freaking taking the rest of. Shit, I would have done the same exact thing. I'm hurt. Oh, I'm taking the rest of the year off. I'm trying to get that first round pick. And look where he's at. He's in
a lot of money between the first round pick and the second and third.
That's a smart dude. That's a smart business decision, if you ask me. That's a smart business decision. I would have done the exact same thing. If anybody disagrees in the chat, there's no way. If you were in his position, you would have done the exact same thing.
I know. See, that's the thing right there. Right there, Justin. That's it. What would you do?
What would I do? Well, I'm taking Bosa.
I mean, if you was Bosa and you got hurt and you said like 4 weeks in the season, you know what? I'm just shutting down for the rest of the season. Get ready for the draft.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
hell yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking of the future. I'm like, do I get paid in college or do I not? Do I want to make money or I want to be in the top 5 for an NFL draft?
I would have understood no matter who did it. I would have understood. Because I mean that's what
I'm taking that in a heartbeat. You can't even. I'll be like, oh, I'm there. Nope. Huh? Who's making that money? Me. I'm making that money. So I'm people say,
wait. Let me tell you what Big Show said. Big Show says, no excuses. Oh, no. Stay with your team no matter what. Show, you know what? Show just likes abuse. He knows that's going to draw attention. Hey, don't say anything to him, guys, in the chat. Show's doing that on purpose.
Oh, no. So, if you a Big Show, okay, you at your job, right? But you have a chance. If you get injured and you have a chance to be something, you have a chance to say you're not making that much, right? You're making minimum wage, but you want to be a professional and you have a chance to become something. You have a chance to be top 5. You have a chance to get money. And people look at you like, oh,
wait, Justin, I got to withdraw. He's talking to Texas Boy. Show, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue to work, Texas Boy. I thought you were talking to us about taking the rest of the season off for Bosa.
Okay.
Texas Boy's trying to switch teams. Okay. We caught him.
Okay. But I'm still saying that you got to make a business decision. He made a right decision. He made a right decision, and the top need for our draft right now. I completely went off the trail. Top need is a backup tight end for Kittle, which should be Noah Fant if he's available.
Ooh.
And
and a free safety. Belichick's going to get him.
I'm hoping he's not. I'm hoping
they need a Gronk replacement. They really need a Gronk replacement.
Just
They're going to get
T.J.
somebody. I don't
Hawkins
know who they
probably
can
goes to the Lions.
There's
Just
no
that T.J.
other.
Hawkins probably to the
Yeah, I
Lions.
know, right? Because what's the name? Matt Patricia's going to know. Well, I know what Bill's going to do. I'm going to take him right out of Bill's hands. And I tell you something else. Too. There's no other Gronk.
No.
These guys are good, but there's no Gronk.
And then probably
in
Noah
this draft.
Fant's probably going to fall to the Patriots. So yeah,
You can't get him.
But I'm holding that hope. I'm holding that hope because we need a backup tight end because I know Stokes was hurt last year, but we still need.
We need another tight end.
I feel
we
like
really do.
I feel like we need. I feel like the Patriots run it like they have like many receivers where they're like, oh shoot, they have be careful with this receiver, be careful with this. Freaking, we didn't know who Chris Hogan was until like 2 years ago. That boy, he got his money paid because he made Tom Brady made him into like a big star.
And he looked bad in that Super Bowl, though. Hogan could have lost that game for him. Hogan dropped some key passes that were right in his face. Man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that we should look into drafting another tight and focus on that. Not only throwing to Kittle all the time. Focus on throwing to different receivers. Focus on needs to work on.
Jimmy does that though. He'll spread the ball around because he has quicker vision. He can make decisions faster, and he sees the field quickly. That's why I don't worry about the receiving core, but I would like to have them 2 tight end sets, as Kyle's famous for at Atlanta. But Jimmy can make the decisions. When you saw the stats, you seen Goodwin with 100 yards. You had Trent Taylor, 80 yards. You had Juice, 60 yards. Jimi's just, whoa, look out for the G-child. So wait till he gets the offense down.
I feel like there's no excuse for us to lead the league in rushing decisions because we got 3 running backs that are really good. We got Morset, we got McKinnon, and we got Breida. There is no excuse why we can't lead the league in rushing this year. There is no excuse. Is zero excuse.
The Hawks are good. The Hawks think they're going to beat us, but you know what? I think you know what though? It's going to be Matty B with the ground gains because you get Tevin and Jarrett going to be doing a lot of aerial assaults. So we're going to see.
Oh yeah. So I'm saying that there's no excuse. There's no excuse why we can't lead the league in rushing next year. There's no excuse. This year there's no excuse. You got to either execute. This draft has got to be execute or someone's job is on the line this year because there's no excuse for us not to be. There's no excuse for not to be 10-6
we got to be bad at it. It's going to be us versus Seattle or us and somebody, but we got to be definitely Justin, I'm gonna go, man. Before I pass out here.
Yes,
and I tell you what, I'll be looking for you after the draft tomorrow. If I can still stay, I can see me now. But I would bounce off the wall.
I don't know about tomorrow because I'm going to be watching Endgame. If anybody's watching Endgame, but I will try to call in
Endgame. It's Avengers! Yes! Tell you what, then. All right, then. We'll talk to you. I'll be back Sunday, then. Zach's will be back the next day as well. Yeah. All right, fam.
Yes, sir. All right.
Justin.
Take care.
Have a good night, fam.
All right. See ya. Good night.
Oh, man. Woo! Hey! Chad, thanks, fam. He says you need a beer or 2 after tonight. We have stretched this time out, didn't we? Woo! And Sue559, yeah, man, number 2 overall. What up? And Sean Bullard, hey, we have to trade up to secure A.J. Brown pick, but he can land at 36 if Packers or Colts don't see. Man, it's going to be hard to get A.J. Brown. But if the 49ers trade back into the first round immediately, I don't know who the partner would be. I always wonder, who's a partner? Daniel, let's say 49ers fan 5249. Trade Goldilocks for picks. Tired of hearing him crying. Even on his Twitter feeds. All Bears, all Bears. Even practice kicking with Bear colors. Oh, God, he's sending his butt packing. We saved his career, and he craps on us. And the Bears kicked him to the curb with no hesitation. Robbie Gould is my favorite guy last year. He's really starting to get on my nerves. Wow. Did you see him? And also, Dad, did you see him? He's got a big picture of him. He's out at the Chicago Cubs game. He's got the whole uniform on. Big smile on his face. I've never seen anything like this before. God. Damian Ling says, I will have a 2-on-1 steel reserve and a 2-piece chicken from Williams Chicken and watch the draft. Sounds like a nice meal. All right, I'm always in the adventures of beer. A 2-on-1 steel reserve. There's so many brews out there now that aren't commercial beers that are really, because I was friends when they say, hey, try this. What is this? Now, I'll tell you afterward. And you taste it. Whoa, what is this? What can you tell? It's a microbrew. Well, I don't know. I don't. There's like 90 million microbrews out there, man. It's fun though. Hey, Andrew 49 says my 4-year-old son Drew was walking around the house with his Niners helmet on. We ready, Andrew? Stay ready. It's like John Lynch says, stay ready. And Alonzo Westbrook's domination is what we're striving for. Hey, thanks, Alonzo. Love you back, fam. And Oscar Juarez Burns is a sleeper. I know. I agree. Brian Burns. Could be. Jason John says we could sign a safety and free agency if need be. I think we're going to have these young DBs step up. You see, these guys are going to be given one more shot. I think the 49ers are going to give them one more shot and see, because sometimes you need to wait like 2 to 3 year window to let your players develop. And then, if they're just not getting anywhere, not going anywhere, you go ahead and you go to the next player. Derek Dawson, what's up? Stone Cold 49er. Thanks for staying late. Hey, Stone Cold. It's my pleasure, fam. My pleasure. But I'm going to go down. Hey, fam, please don't forget to hit me a like. Will you please? And I look forward. Oh, man. I'll see you in a while. Get that pick. We're on the clock. Oh! Niners!